Yo, yo, yo. Thank you for joining us on or in the Logistics Lounge today. Hope everybody has had a fantabulous day. We appreciate you coming and hanging out with us for that last hour. We know you're just sitting there playing around on the damn internet anyway. So enjoy the show. We're just going to chill, cut it up because, what the fuck Thursday or whatever. You know what I mean? Truck off Thursday. That's what it is. Truck off Thursday, not what the fuck Thursday.
There you
Man,
go.
I'm already messing up, brother. It's going to be one of those types of shows. Got some cool news coming up for y'all. Going to talk about a theft ring and just whatever else pops up. So sit back, enjoy the show, pop a top, and man, dude, I am so fucked up right now with my brain. Y'all just enjoy the show. That's really all it comes down to. Hunter, you so should have saved me from myself, dude. Like I just had the most major brain glitch. Like,
Hey, man, you know what? That's what makes the lounge
oh my
extra
god,
special.
I
All
know.
right, it's
I
genuine. It's real deal. Anybody got a problem with it? Let us know in the comments.
I was extra special there for about 15 seconds. You know what I mean? Oh man, how's everybody doing
now,
today?
share it.
Welcome to my world.
I know. Taylor, what's up, brother?
I was asking Hunter if he could see where I shared it.
No, your X is not showing up in our destinations right now
Yeah, I think.
Well, crap.
for some reason.
Every time I try, man, I get kicked off.
It works better on a laptop, Taylor. I don't know if that helps.
Yeah, it's all right though.
You could just share it from our X to his stuff. It'll be all right.
Yeah, if you just go to X and just share it from your page, it'll do the same, I reckon.
Yeah,
But
it'll be cool, bro.
yeah,
I'll try one more time.
how's your day been, Pedro?
Bro, it's been good, man. It's been good. Finally got this damn Oklahoma load booked. I'm still just like baffled by how long it took to book that load. Just fucking crazy. I don't understand it. But
No, you did get it booked?
yeah, I did. I got it booked, man. I got it booked at what I had it posted at. Like I said, the lane usually is at like 900, and I was like, dude, I'll give anybody 1,000, 1,050. Like, just let me know. But anyway, I booked it at 1,000. No big deal. Cool stuff. Guy's picking it up right now. He'll drop it first thing in the morning. Works for him because he lives in Oklahoma. So there you fucking go. Just, I don't know, Texas, Oklahoma. That's like one of the best lanes. You know what I mean? Like,
what kind of freight, Pedro?
It's salt, man. It's a heavy load, but I mean, dude, I've run that lane like, I don't know, every other month. But when I do get it, I get like 3 or 4 of them and shit. You know what I mean? Because it's a truckload of salt. So companies ain't going through a truckload of salt quickly. But I don't know, just never had an issue with it. This one, it was just
Where does it final at in Oklahoma?
Ada.
What is that? Is that western or eastern?
I think I'd have to look it back up. I think it's near Tulsa, over there in the
Shit.
eastern. I mean,
I got people around that bounce out of Texas sometimes that would.
Yeah.
Did
I mean,
that.
Whatever. I mean, the only trouble I've ever had with stuff in Oklahoma is like in the far western spot and shit. You know what I mean? And because ain't nothing really over there. You're so far away from the major freight areas, nobody wants to do it. But anyway, so it is what it is. Other than that, day was fine, man. We have a world premiere coming up here in a second, and Anil, or no, not Anil, man. Where's Corey? Corey needs to be here.
Where is Corey?
This. Fucking sucks, man. Hopefully, Corey will watch back and he'll see it, because man, even though I didn't get his picture, I'm still.
Oh, we can still add it later on. I've already talked to him about it. He's just waiting on his other driver to get into the shop for us.
Oh, so they can. I know. I get you. Yeah, got it. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. All right, gentlemen, we will get to y'all here in a minute. We're going to go ahead and show some love to the sponsor. And as promised, we have the world premiere of the new Shoreline video.
Go. bingo.
Bro. Yeah, dude. I like that one so much better, bro. Yeah, yeah. So what's up, man? I'm gonna have to send that over to Corey.
Hold on. Hey, Taylor, you just shared the link for people to get into the show.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Great.
Oh
The whole
god.
Noah space is gonna come in.
Oh
Hold
god.
on.
We're in trouble.
No, we can
We're in
deny him. It might get interesting. Mr. Redneck, yes, that is Taylor Barker, and he just opened up the floodgates to 60,000 people, so that should be fun. Stay tuned. Well, JB, how's it going, man?
It's going. Just working. Another day, another dollar.
Another day pulling one of them wieners.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just been
Werners.
acting a fool on spaces. That's about it.
There you go. I gotta let Thomas know about this. He's gonna get in here.
If he can figure it out.
Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't have an Android. Mr. Anil, how's it going, man?
He's out, just covering one of my guys' vacations.
There you go. Where are you driving at?
Ironically, I'm in Oklahoma.
You could have pulled Pedro's freight, man. What'd you do?
I know, yeah. Neil's on
Yeah, I came back empty out of Texas, and I'll pick up another one in Arkansas, go to Texas, bring one back to Arkansas, and then take one to the house. Meet a driver coming from California and take his load to St. Louis Monday and send him to Minnesota for the weekend.
Minnesota, huh? You running some freight for Mr. Matt Dahl?
No.
Well,
No, his lanes don't really fit with our where the plants are.
No. That's unfortunate. Well, Taylor, what's going on, brother? You finally back here with us?
Yes, sir.
Good deal, good deal. How's your day, man? You ran those 250 hard miles.
I ran almost 600 today. So I'm gonna
Did
take
you
next
really?
2 days off. Yeah.
You paying yourself
I can't be running
overtime?
miles like that.
He's gonna need a reset before he does it again.
Sounds like it.
Taylor's a strong solo.
Yeah, he is. Well, Josh, what's going on in your neck of the woods, brother?
Brother, just waiting for shippers to send these awards, man.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all? How many bid packages you end up quoting on?
Dollar amount, lane amount, volume amount. What you looking for?
No, like how many different RFPs did you do? Because I know you said last week or the week before that you were just absolutely slammed in them.
Going on 9 enterprise shippers and 4 medium size and 2 SMBs.
There you go. This sounds like it's gonna be a good 2024 for you.
Dude, yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Ryan, are you with us? I think Ryan's still cooking chicken nuggets for his kids.
I'm cooking
Dino nuggets.
sauce now.
So I
Sweet.
tried sharing it again, guys. Hope I didn't screw that up.
You did what?
I tried sharing it again. I didn't mean to share that link.
That should have been funny though. That would have been funny. People trying to click on and watch it and have all these people start queuing up at the bottom, Hunter.
So you actually did share it again. So if you just go to the Logistics Lounge page, just share our live event from there.
If I do that, it'll kick me out of here. Hold on.
No, that's fine. We'll bring you back in. But yeah, you did
All
bring on the.
Yeah.
You did.
Can't
share
you
the
just
other
press
one.
the blue tweet button and that'll tweet the other one?
I don't know. It's all right though.
Steve, what's up, brother?
What's up, gentlemen?
Another
Look
day
how
in
bald my
paradise
head
in
is
the
until I
lounge.
get on camera.
Dude, with the amount of money you have, man, don't worry about that.
Saving all that money on shampoo.
Mm-hmm.
But
How's everybody doing today?
man, another
I'm doing
day
great.
in the
Just
life of a logistician.
I know, I'm still working. Now I'm trying to book this Indiana to Indiana load. Easy shit. How are you, Steve?
I'm fantastic.
Are you? You're still working too, aren't you?
I am.
We're all still working technically. I mean, I'm booking loads. Hunter's booking loads. Neil and JB are driving. I know Josh is working. Ryan's working at the house. Cooking and stuff for his kids. So
Hunter,
man,
let
look
me
at
know
that.
what you need covered.
We are.
I don't need
smoking.
anything from you, Josh.
I'm fucking with you.
Josh, hey Josh. Josh says I'm with Redneck Trucker. Whatever it is, I'll do it. $6 a mile.
Hell yeah, just send it. Full send.
Send it. That's right. Send it, man. I'm
Even
with
if it's OD, I'll figure it out. I'll get a U-Haul.
Nah. Josh hooks it up, man. The first time that we met, the day after, freaking had a little emergency load out of California. What happened? Josh came through, gave me the rate I needed. So everybody wins in the long run.
If we can take 2 seconds to celebrate real quick, because I just got at 4:05 p.m. my release letter from my old factoring company.
Let's fucking go.
And it's
Welcome to
official.
the good
Shoreline
team, man.
is officially taken over.
That's what's up, brother.
Yeah, Clint, if you're listening, I'll take my commission.
That was a perfect Shoreline segue, by the way.
Right?
I know.
Send that commission over to Ryan here for that Shoreline Capital customer.
Listen to Ryan.
Ryan, you get a bag of lemons in a sugar packet, okay?
Perfect. Sounds good.
Make the
No,
most.
I've talked to Clint on the phone, and he's very what a great dude, man. Honestly,
He is.
He really is a great dude. And he's just doing everything the right way, like you guys were saying to Tim yesterday. You know, he just cares so much. What a great guy. I would definitely do business with him if I.
We agree, man. We agree. Clint is I don't know, ever since I first met him, man, on Facebook and stuff, dude, he's just I don't know, he's fucking fantastic. The only other person I've met that works for him is Nick. And I mean Nick's equally is great, man. And it's like you said, Ron, they just care, man. They're just really trying to do things differently and stuff. And Clint's one of those people you just tell when you talk to him he's an honest guy and he does honest business and he has integrity. You know what I'm saying? And I think that goes a freaking really, really long way, man.
Oh, 100%.
Damn right. Well, Rob, you want to get this news knocked
We are
out,
going to
brother
get
man?
in. Exactly what I was about to say, bro. We're going to go ahead and get this news knocked out, and then we'll just get
Don't
back
worry,
to,
Clint. If you're watching, JB will be calling soon. Don't worry, we got him. We're working on
right.
it.
He will be. We're gonna get JB over there to the light side and away from the dark side. All right, hit him with some news. All right, I told you this was going to be related to the Logistics Lounge, and I mean, look, beer heist, not the heist part, but the beer part. So, see, we all drink beer. Here these people are taking from the needy. That's what they were doing. Several men from the Bronx are facing federal charges in a scheme in which prosecutors say the men swiped some brewskis, mainly of which was Corona and Modelo, from railroad cars and DCs in the Northeast, specifically in Connecticut, Massachusetts, and y'all can make fun of how I say it. I don't give a shit. Jersey and New York. The federal jury indicted the eight-man theft ring in the Southern District of New York. I won't read the guys' names because I don't want to look like a dip nut mispronouncing them. But what I did find was funny was that they put some of their aliases. One guy goes by Cry, and another one goes by Waka. So, I don't know. I just thought that was interesting that they put their little gang nicknames in there. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams said that for years the beer theft enterprise has operated brazenly, allegedly breaking into rail yards and beverage distribution facilities throughout the Northeast and filling U-Haul trucks to bring the cases of beer back to where they were selling it at. This was dangerous and disruptive content. He also said, and sometimes allegedly was accompanied by the threat of violence with people that tried to intervene. It left several beverage distribution and railroad companies ailing. Obviously these guys were taking entire cars, rail cars and stuff full of beer. So, that's a lot of stuff. I'm sure it did hurt those local distributors. The theft started in 2022, July of 2022. It ended March of this year. They estimate that hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of beer was taken over the nearly 2-year period. It is said that the bandits operated under the cover of night. As I said previously, they used a U-Haul truck, also monitored police scanners to keep tabs on the popo, and often took the beer back to the Bronx, which was the main base of operations where they sold it. All or 7 of the men that are involved are already in custody. The ringleader, he does remain at large. I don't know if there's a reward for him or anything, but as you see, the article is from FreightWaves, so you can go on there and give that a read and follow more of it. There was more information in there. Maybe there's a reward, and maybe you know where this guy is, and you can put some money in your pocket. Comments, questions, concerns? None. Fucking awesome. Good deal. Good talk.
Shit.
My wife says when she asks me a question I don't answer, she's like, all right, good talk.
Beer prices are too high. I don't blame them.
Oh, man. Hey, at least.
Yeah, that's an unforgivable crime.
That's what I'm
Stealing
saying, bro.
beers.
It is. Take it from the needy, man. That's what that was doing, brother.
Isn't that an ATF charge?
Huh?
That's got to be like an ATF charge, right? The ATF is involved, alcohol, tobacco, firearms.
That's very likely. It didn't mention it in the article, but that's a good point, Ryan. I mean, I would assume so. You bring that up. I bet they did get involved, man. I mean, especially with the amount of beer and stuff that they stole. The period of time they did. It's not like they just did it once. You know what I mean? Like I said, I mean, think about how big a rail car is and how much beer could fit in there. I don't know, how high they can stack pallets or anything inside a rail car, but I mean, I'm pretty sure they make full use of every bit of volume that they can fit inside one of them damn things. You know what I mean? And they were hitting DC, so freaking pretty crazy, man. It's not like it's first time it's ever happened, but I mean, shit, you got to be pretty brazen, like that attorney general said, to just break into ports and rail yards and DCs and shit and just steal U-Haul trucks full of beer, man.
Yeah, these theft rings are getting crazy though. I mean, I can understand stealing shoes and Amazon packages and shit, but like, imagine how long it took to steal all that beer. That's heavy shit, dude. And the clinking around.
Oh yeah.
Dude, and U-Haul truck, that thing could probably only carry, I don't know, maybe 10,000 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So, I mean, you got to think a pallet of beer, man. That's, I don't know, what,
Heavy.
1,000 pounds? Yeah, 1,000 pounds at least. You know what I'm saying? Shit,
1,200.
1,200.
It's probably 4 pallets. I think it's more than that. They stack those
I'm
pallets
sure it
pretty
was
high.
internal too.
What would you say, Josh?
Most of that's internal leads or like internal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
that's
sure
what
it
happened.
was. It didn't say whether any of the guys worked for any of those places, but I mean, I'm surely right, man, that someone knew someone that either currently worked there or did work there, was able to tell them what schedules were and what came in when.
It's
how to
probably
get
the
around it.
security guards coming in at
You're
night
right.
or something.
You're right, dude. It probably was always those damn rent-a-cops, man. You can't trust them.
Well, I don't know. I mean, here in Memphis, and I know up in Chicago, the rail cars were the biggest target for all these theft rings. And I know the one in Memphis, I think they were stealing from Amazon carts. It got deemed that it was internal. I think it was Norfolk Southern, might have been BNSF, but I don't know. But there was some lady in there that was one of the booking agents and told all of her ring, whatever you want to call them, that hey, these containers are going to be here on this day, and they cut through the gates and just absolutely laid waste.
We had that happen in the Big Blue Soda Company that I worked for in Atlanta. It was an internal warehouse manager, and they sold thousands and thousands of dollars of it before he finally got caught. He was rigging the rigging the inventory and everything.
This is what Matt Clark just shared. Look at that. Dude, netted more than $18 million worth of stolen merchandise from rail yards, dude. Over in Lincoln Heights, California. That's fucking crazy. $18 million.
Yeah.
Hell,
And that's,
$18 million could be a half a train car, though.
That's true.
Depends
That's
on
true.
what's
That's
on it.
very, very true,
Mhm.
Taylor.
Yeah,
Very
they
fucking
got like iPhones or something weird like that.
yeah, they just busted one
Yeah.
not too late that it was just like a shit ton of Samsung TVs. And they were just
Oh, really?
taking them black market. Yeah, I mean, this shit runs rampant, dude. It's like I forget who that guy that we had on a few months back, but the numbers that they had on double brokering, I think, was $800 million, and then cargo theft was like $4 billion annually. It might be
Isn't
flip
it?
flopped.
I say, Josh, a lot of that stuff isn't it fenced on Amazon and eBay most of the time?
Wait, what was that, Neil?
Said isn't a lot of that stuff that's stolen, washed or fenced on eBay and Amazon?
Actually, the most of it is either international that it gets sent over or on Facebook Marketplace. Those third-party apps like there's a bunch of them out there, but that's where they mostly get sold on.
Yeah,
You
that's
got to
just
think
crazy.
it's really, you would think that, oh man, it'd be easy for them to get caught doing this, but all of us have been to rail yards. I mean, some of those things are fucking massive, man. I mean,
Oh yeah, miles long.
yeah, hundreds of acres and shit, dude. I mean, they're just lines and lines of trains. Like there's one here in Temple that literally an overpass goes over it, man. I mean, and dude, you could drive right down the side of that thing, cut through the fence, and drive a car right into it. So
Shit, if they can sit there and take the time to paint the damn Mona Lisa on the side of them, they can sure as hell open them up and take some shit out of there.
oh yeah,
Hell
right.
yeah.
Yeah, as long as you got the
My rail
inside
yards are set
burst
up
to
a little
tell you
differently.
what car to get.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, they're always inside jobs.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
our rail yards are set up a lot differently.
what's that, Taylor?
Ours are set up a lot differently. Ours, we got to go through a gate, and I don't think you'd want to steal anything out of ours. You'd have to bring gallon jugs.
Are you
Damn.
talking about your yard? Taylor's running that hazmat tanker shit.
Yeah.
What
Hey,
Well,
commodities do you mainly
if you're
run,
cooking
Taylor?
meth,
what the fuck? Like Neil just went to Neil took this way over.
no, I mean, if you're cooking meth, you might want gallons or whatever he's got.
That's true. That's true, man. That stuff, man. I read. I wish I would have put it on some news, but I read an article about some guys. They were stealing I don't know how to say it, anhydroxa or whatever. They were stealing that shit
Anhydrous.
from. Yeah, they were stealing it from a company that distributes it. You know what I mean? Like they just having a big old, tanks sitting out their facility along with all kinds of other stuff. You know what I mean? But they literally were going
They
out
steal
there,
that from
man.
farms.
Yeah, dude, and just hooking hoses up to this stuff, man. They had rigged up an old water buffalo from the military, and it put pump.
Yeah.
Dude, it is nuts. Put pumps on it and everything, man, and would just go there and hook their hoses up and suck this stuff right out, man, and go sell it. And they were doing it in such small quantities, because a water buffalo isn't really huge, but they were doing it in smaller
500
quantities.
gallons.
Yeah, it took them a while to catch on to what was going on because they were operating within the margin of error that they just ride off. You know what I mean? So it was it was pretty freaking crazy. That stuff goes on a lot. Josh, Matt Clark, he said offer up is one of the things that you're thinking about as well.
Yep.
Offer up
Yeah,
eBay.
He said or it's shipped outside the U.S. to places like Brazil. Here is a good one. Rob, I love what Rob Carpenter changed his fucking profile to. Y'all can't see it, but his profile picture, I can't remember his name, is the guy from Parks and Recreation, man. The freaking
Oh, Rob Swanson?
yes, that
Ron Swanson?
that's his profile picture now. All right. Rob Carpenter said, let's wrap this up. Time to lay it down. While we were still up, I had a driver pull a Maersk box out of the port, headed to our customer. It was tobacco rag processors in North Carolina. He was late. He dropped the load on the side of the road in Portsmouth. He went back to the port for his afternoon container, got out of the port, and with the empty, and the Maersk box of tobacco was gone. I had to pay Maersk box and the rented HRCP. I don't know what that means, Rob. Maybe you can tell me, or Hunter, maybe you know. Chassis under interchange coverage. Holy shit, Rob, this is a lot. I'm gonna just read this. Interchange coverage, and then cover an entire load worth of tobacco. I lost the contact, and it's always going to be bust the carrier if they've taken possession. Rob has got some crazy ass stories, man. Like,
I just sent him the link to join because that is a mouthful.
It was a mouthful, dude. It's a lot to like unpack there. A rental chassis for the container. Got you, bro. Got you.
Hey, bud. Good time practice.
There's my little dude. What's up, man? Did you go play ball today, or are you going to play ball?
He's on his way there now.
Oh, sweet, bro. Good luck.
Thank you.
You got practice tonight.
Are you what position do you play again?
Center field.
Pretty much pitcher, short, and center field.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool, man. You don't be hitting nobody with them baseballs on purpose, do you? Don't lie. I know how it is. You get that one kid that you go to school with. He's on the opposing team. You don't like him, and you just clock him right in the ribs. I understand, man. No, man, all of my sons play baseball, man, and
Love you.
they used to get hit pretty often with them balls, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's already broke his nose twice.
Dude, one of our kids caught one in the face. Yeah, one of our sons caught one in the face too before, man. They've been injured every way, man. My kids played first base, pitcher, catcher, shortstop, and I think maybe third base for a little bit or whatever. So, yeah, I loved it, man. Baseball is cool, dude. I probably got $3,000 worth of baseball gear in my garage. I mean, I got $200 bats, $150 gloves. Nobody fucking uses it anymore. I'm holding it over for my grandkids. That's what I'm gonna do.
So, Steve, where are you from, man?
Originally, I'm from upstate New York, but now I live in South Carolina now.
You're from New York,
I won't hold
Steve?
that against you, man.
Yeah,
My God. I'm from Jersey originally.
I've been southernized. I've lived in the South since we moved to Atlanta first in 2000. So I've actually lived in the South longer than I've lived in the North.
Hold on, y'all. Grandpa's here. We gotta catch. We gotta get his point of view before he has to go to bed.
I don't know if you noticed, but the real goats are from upstate New York, bro.
Shut up, Ryan.
Somebody kick Ryan's ass out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop him down just for a bit. Let him learn. Rob, you're on mute if you didn't know.
I was just kidding.
Pedro.
No, I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you. I was talking to Pedro. He pulled a classic technology Rob.
All right.
It's been a while.
No, I got to wrap it up. I got to get ready for bed. So
it's good. How was the early bird special today?
Oh, good. Good.
It's good. It's good at the country
blue light special
at the country kitchen cafe.
Yeah.
Hey, for all of y'all that don't know, the reason we fuck with Rob about this is he seriously goes to bed. What's your bedtime, Rob?
Dude, it's really like 8 or 9 o'clock. Sometimes it'll be later. Depends on what I got going on.
Yeah, dude. He's only saying that because he's in here with y'all. He tells us all the time, dude. It's like 6:50. I gotta go to bed in 10 minutes. He eats dinner at like 3 o'clock.
Yeah, man. I'm done. I'm wrapping it up. Like, you look at my hair and everything. Like, I'm ready to lay it down. Like, we were at TCA.
So what are you doing in summertime, Rob? What are you doing in summertime when the sun is like high in the sky at 6 o'clock?
Well, we were at TCA and everybody, like Rob and Hunter, everybody's like, let's hang out. And they all hung out. Meanwhile, Rob is just vacated. He's at the hotel room. I'm gone. I'm done.
You were.
So hung out. Is that what we did, Hunter?
Hey, I'll tell you this much, Taylor. I was kind of disappointed. I was ready for the drinking competition. I had my little bottle of Jameson just to warm up, and I walked off of TJ's RV, if you even want to call it that. It's more of like a truck with a camper cab on the back,
It's a coach.
Yeah, the coach. But yeah, Taylor had a beer, cracked it, took one sip, and it was like, take this from me. I said, You drink that fucking beer right now.
Hey,
And
you got to realize something. You got to realize something. I was out for the last 3 days with
No way, dude.
the truck parking guys and all them guys with the tatted recruiter, and we got hammered every single night, man. I needed a day to recuperate.
Hey, would you believe me if I told you I was there and did the same thing?
I didn't see you.
Oh my god. We saw you. We saw you when we were walking out of Patrick O'Shea's. Actually, we saw you in Patrick O'Shea's, and then you moved out to the patio with. Is it Kerry? Was that his name?
Yeah, Kerry Hall.
The ice road trucker.
Yeah. He was out there chilling with Kerry or whatever. Hey, before Rob has to go, I want to hear what Rob has to say. Like, dude, that was a lot to unpack.
No, you know me and my novels, but it's kind of like type how you talk. But no, so when I had the trucking company, a lot of what I did was drayage, and I hired this guy, and you have to have interchange coverage, which is through UIA, and you got to have SCAT codes to do your interchanges and all that stuff, which is going to assign the container and your chassis to you as a carrier, so you're responsible. So you got to rent the chassis from HRCP or DCLI, and obviously you got to pay a rental fee on that. If you lose it, you got to pay for that. And then same with the container with Maersk. They own the container. If you don't turn it back in, you're going to pay for it. So this guy, Kyle Sears, I'll tell you who he was, but he's always late, man. I told him one day, I said, look, I'll leave $1 million in the truck seat till 9 a.m. If you get there by 9 a.m., it's yours. He was still late. He didn't have the money in the seat, but anyway, he gets there, he pulls this container, he drops it. It's a tobacco food for North Carolina. It's an import. He drops it in Portsmouth, Virginia, of all places. Probably one of the biggest crime-ridden places on the planet outside of New Orleans. Drops it there, leaves it there, goes back in and gets his empty, comes back out. Tobacco's gone. Maersk container is gone. Chassis is gone. So anyway, I ended up having to interchange paid for the container, interchange paid for the chassis from coverage, but then the cargo had to be paid for too. So I mean, the theft thing, it didn't take long to bite you in the pocket for real.
How much was the value of that the tobacco, Rob? Do you remember?
The tobacco load was probably about $200. I mean, $200,000 for the cargo. The box wasn't bad. The box was like $15,000. It was just a dry box. Thank God it wasn't a reefer load. It was scallops or something. That was like $1 million. But I don't know. Sometimes you get some of those high dollar commodity stuff. We carried more insurance because we did a lot of ocean scallops. But
yeah,
Rob,
that's high value right there.
Rob, it amazes me because 90% of what I do is drayage, but it shocks me how people just drop these things everywhere. Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
Wherever, I mean, gas station parking lots, abandoned cars, like everywhere you go, they just drop these things. I mean, ours is secured behind freaking locked gates and a pit bull sitting at the gate in case anybody tries to walk in. I mean, and these people just drop these things everywhere. It's like you're just asking for the shit to be stolen.
And I think to some extent, when I was a driver, I would never have done it, but because I don't know, it's just something mentality, in my mentality is hey, there's a good likelihood if I drop this in Portsmouth of all places, this is going to get stolen.
Yeah.
But it's like, the driver was younger, right? And I guess I would say he's in that younger group of driver personas. So it was like, F the world, I'm going to drop it and try to salvage my day since I'm, an hour or two late. But it
was one expensive booty call.
I'm sure.
Hey,
speaking of that, I know we're not getting into that, but everybody knows I do a lot of dash cam stuff, right? Everybody knows I talk a lot.
Oh, we can't. Oh, so you're on Fat Pillow, Rob?
Oh, what?
Never mind. It's like OnlyFans.
Rob, do not fall into Josh's trap. Do not do it.
No, I had a carrier call me and say, "Hey, do we have to have a rider policy?" And I said, "Why are we talking about this?" First of all, I'm like, "You do have to have a rider policy, but why are we asking?" So I have this dash cam video where one of this guy's drivers went and picked up some young lady at a hotel. And obviously they found her on the dash cam And here we are asking this question of like, hey, what are we doing with our rider policy? I'm like, let me draft you a rider policy. But anyway, you're opening up another
Rob,
can of worms. So
dude, you got to give it to that guy. Even though he was doing some scandalous stuff, he was thinking about you. If something happened and she got hurt in that truck, he wanted you to be.
Are we insured?
you gotta.
Hey, Pedro.
Yeah, at least
only after he knew the green light turned down on the camera.
Hey, here's the funny part about that is if you know anything about cameras, you know they run on G-forces. So you know what I mean? Like you gotta think that was a wild time.
Something activated it.
Hey, before we lose topic here, I didn't want to hijack y'all's show to market my product, but if anybody needs any cartons of Marlboros, I got a chip bag.
Rob,
I'm going to pay for that in bulk.
I was gonna say that's not tobacco rag, is it?
We know where your cargo went, Rob. We have found it for you.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob, are you on X?
I am. I haven't done a lot with it. I've been on there like I don't know, close to 15 years because the my name on there is still my CB handle from when I was a truck driver, and so I hardly have ever used it. But I just signed back into it after who was it? Who was it? Tried to kick that off? Was it Dooner that kind of like tried to push, and Reed that tried to push everybody to Twitter? But that's the first time I'd signed into it in forever.
Yeah, that's where it's at, man.
Yeah, it's taken off. FreightX is definitely a unique community.
Yeah.
Well, that was a diplomatic description.
Shut the fuck up.
That was a nice way of putting it.
Steve, are we following each other? I'm just trying to get it hooked up here with everybody.
I don't know. We can.
Steve, his handle is at Taylor Built, but Built is BILT. So go follow him. Or watch, he's writing down for Brian to do it. Fucking Jesus God.
Yeah. IT Brian, did you get that?
That's what he's doing. He's writing a note to Brian. Brian, follow Taylor.
What was the last name?
It's on my name right there on the screen.
Yeah,
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Right there, bro. Right there.
Yeah, LT, I got
He's.
And guys, if there's anything I can do to help you guys, I'll be happy to share you guys' tweets or anything.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, we do.
I got like 60 followers on there.
I think I got like 4.
I just follow Taylor. That's all I got.
Oh, Rob, how you been though, brother? Since Matt's, like you were packed with traveling, didn't you? Went to Matt's and then TCA and all that, huh?
Yeah, it was kind of ridiculous. I went to Matt's and then TCA, and then I had a board of directors meeting for one of the captives in Nashville at the same time. So as soon as that was over, I rolled into that. Drove 12 hours back to Virginia because I drove there.
God,
and it was like, I don't know, 30 hours of driving all the way around. But anyway, I got to go back Tuesday to Nashville. So.
Holy lovely.
Oh, you said you're coming back to Nashville?
Yeah, I'll be there this week. I think I'll be there the 8th through the 10th or the 8th through the 11th for the Motive has a conference there this week.
Right on, man. Hit me up.
Yep. Yeah, I'll do it.
Good deal. Hey, Anil, by the way, you also did the same thing as Taylor did. You shared our guest link like twice.
You need me to delete that?
So I can't
Shout
wait
out
for
to my boy Stephen Myers.
I'm not you. I can't delete your tweets. I wish I could. I'd delete your whole profile if I had the option, but it's unfortunate.
I second that.
Oh, Steve is awesome, man. We like Steve, man. He's redneck trucker. He is quite a character to
I know Stephen real well. He's a good friend of mine.
Yeah,
he's good people.
Cool guy. I can't wait to meet him in person. I know the day's coming yeah. I like Steven.
I'm surprised
after I got to hang out with you, Potato, and Hunter, if you guys meet Steven, bring your Bible because them freaking boys need it.
You got that right.
I
Bring your
follow.
Bible, Steven.
Coming from Taylor, though, come on. Nah, yeah, I'm excited to meet Steve, dude. He should be at Big Cars, right?
Yeah, he'll be there, I think.
Better be. Ain't got no reason not to, unless he's flying his new fancy jet.
Look, I just put 2 and 2 together here. Josh, you work for German Trucking out of Florida?
Correct. Yeah, we have an office in Florida. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, they're the guy that owns those companies is one of my clients. He's a sports agent, but too. But anyway, I just recognized the name, so I was like, oh my god, we got a German guy on here.
Dude, I had the same reaction.
I got to be professional. We got clients.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Be professional. That's like a 4-letter word to Josh. No, I'm joking.
He's not wrong.
Where are you going, Josh?
My daughter's soccer game.
Oh, sweet, bro. Sweet.
How many kids you got, Josh? I know you got a son.
3 that I know of. No, yeah, 3.
Are you catching up with old Ryan?
I know.
You know how brown folks do, man. You know.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, you're fucking tripping.
What happened to
Shit,
Ryan?
Ryan's got a kid for every day of the week.
He sure does. Fucking Ryan has a football, a basketball.
There he is.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
If he's
here.
Yeah, Ryan's just trying to catch me, but he's not even close yet.
I'm feeding all these rugrats. That's what I'm doing. It's dinner time
How
here.
many kids you got, Neil?
9 last time I counted.
Holy shit.
No, you don't.
There might be a 10th one in Israel, but she ghosted me, so I'm not sure.
You know, we're going to need to see proof. You know, you can't believe shit that he says. You know what I mean?
Well, one of y'all saw that video. There's a picture of 7 of them in there. There's 2 of them.
Names are Big Bird, Oscar, the Grouch, Bert and Ernie, Beaker.
No, they were
Hey, look, I can hire a whole
Alex,
family, too,
Ari,
to have
Adam,
them
Melissa,
react.
Ashlyn, Aaron, Abigail, Cassidy, and Kira.
Well, we all know what Anil obviously does in his downtime.
Yeah, I don't walk
Neil's got
behind
amazing
women.
Child
story.
support. He pays
Neil's
lots
got
and
an
lots of
interesting
child
story.
support.
He's
No,
a Hindu
no.
Muslim
No, he
Jew.
called
Hindu Jew.
No, Anil has lots of rider policies.
Nah, they're all grown. I actually got grandkids now. I got
Anil,
4
how-
grandkids.
How old are you, Anil?
Jesus, I'm old. Turned 45. Yeah, my fucking wife. She looked up at me. She saw how old. Holy shit, you're that old. I'm like, oh my god. You know, it's not my fault. She's in her 30s.
Dude, you're 45 and you got 8 kids.
9.
Not,
Hmm.
dude, you've been at it.
Yeah, I started in high school.
Anil is trying to get himself a show on TLC. Leave him the fuck alone, okay?
8 and counting.
Neil plus 8.
Oh my god.
Neil's never going to get out of that truck. He's going to live in that truck forever. I mean, if not for the money reason, for the reason of all the noise that's probably going on at his house.
Shit, I got 12 trucks. I rarely drive. I think I'm going to drive for the next year, and then just to pay everything off.
Yeah.
What little bit of debt we got, and then I'll have my feet on the desk, so I say.
I don't know. That's what I thought. And then, I got into the insurance compliance side. And then I was like, you know what? Forget this. I want to go drive today. So I went and got a cab over, and then that was it. So then I just started driving when I want to drive. So it's like,
Yeah, I kind of fill in, and I mean that's about it. Just when it hits right.
yeah.
But then I get yelled at because there's too much shit going on at the office I'm not taking care of.
You can do that.
That's probably why I'll never get rid of my truck, because my wife wants 2 more, so we'll have 6. And I'll just go sleep in my truck.
There you go.
I want to buy me a couple trucks too. I just got 2.
Well, I got some for sale.
Who said
Are
that?
they Peterbilts?
Hell no.
Neil,
I got
any of
trucks
your
that
kids
make
drive?
money.
I know Josh wants to buy your trucks.
No, Neil, any of your children have CDLs?
Any what?
Yeah, I've still got mine.
Do they have CDLs?
Yeah, I've still got mine.
What'd you? I don't have one.
No, Neil's children.
No,
Any
none of them want to
drivers?
drive. No, none of them want to drive. I can barely get them to help with data entry or bookkeeping. I was hoping one would become a mechanic, but 7 of them are
Every time I
girls. They
hear,
could give a shit.
every time I hear Neil say he's a Hindu Jew, the first thing that comes to mind is, "I do not shit in my truck. I shit under my truck."
We had that conversation last call.
Sorry, Neil.
You want to
Yeah,
get back into that one again,
I'm also
Rob?
a recovering Mormon.
Oh my God. All right, you motherfucker.
Hey, Steve, now you see why we keep him around, man. He's freaking hilarious.
Neil is a laugh a fucking minute. That's what he is.
Oh, yeah, Neil's awesome.
He does. Man.
And the funny part is he doesn't try to be funny. He's just freaking funny.
Yes, I know. Yeah, right. He is Oh man, the shitty. They were talking earlier in the X space about how many fucking personas that O'Neill has had over like the last 3 weeks and shit. You know, trucking Jesus, Muppet Master, like all this crazy shit that he's got going on. He can't figure out what he's doing.
I tried to tag him the other day in the space, and I couldn't find him. He changed his name again.
Exactly.
Dude, I just
I
looked
remember
up.
the first time he changed his name, he tried to fool everybody. I'm like, Neil, your at name is still the same.
What'd you say, Rob?
I'm on X on the other tab, and I was looking up. I was giving Taylor built the follow, and I was like, Jesus, dude's got like 50,000 followers on there. I think I have like maybe 100, maybe. Anyway,
I'm not trying to be technical, but I think there's over 60.
There is 60.
Yeah, don't worry. Taylor will tag you in some freaking right-wing crap, some MAGA shit, and you'll end up with like 600 followers an hour. You'll literally have to turn off notifications or your screen will melt.
whatever.
He freaking got 4 of us on the boycott New York City thing, and it was just like, Jesus Christ, the phone kept us up all night.
Hey, but though, in all fairness, okay, I've been blessed with my job here. Now that I got a new truck, I got a driver in it, so money has been good to us. So all the interactions I have on Twitter since I got monetized, I vowed to donate it to a different charity every time I get paid. So that's why I argue with liberals and stuff on there. I provoke it, I get them to retweet it and get their buddies.
You really should. Taylor, what you need to do is do the feed the children. You need to feed the children. Do that one where they send you the little kid's card, and then adopt the kid on Twitter.
Well, whatever.
You
I
can have
do,
a little Muslim kid or something.
I just vowed to never take one nickel out of Twitter and put it in my pocket from the interactions.
And I just want to drop a plug. We have a charity that you could donate to next time you do, and it's Truck Drivers of America charity, and their whole focus is driver mental health.
Yeah, I'll drop that on Taylor. And Taylor, thank you for retweeting that, getting the name out there. They're fucking awesome people.
Hey,
really
also,
got the brain
Ryan
too.
Ryan has a GoFundMe account. It's My Kids Are Fucking Hungry.
My kids are never hungry.
Well, let me know when the next time I get a Twitter payment. I'll definitely send it your way.
Yeah, they're
and if it ain't that much, I'll add to it.
Yeah, they're great. They're great people, man. They really are. Grizz, and Ticket Money, and who's the guy that ate breakfast with us? I can't even. Tucker. Like they're good folks. All of them are drivers, and so like they do this out of the goodness of their heart. They don't take any money for it, and just trying to help drivers out there with their mental health and shit. So it's a solid thing. And then next, you could donate to Del Praxis charity. And then you could donate to the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation, all of these are people we've had on the show, and they were just really good charities. So we got
Dale
about
Prax,
four or five charities for you, Taylor. Don't you fret.
Dale
Well,
Prax
I'll tell
has
you what.
two
I tell
charities.
you what. I get paid good to go to the truck shows. So we try after I pay the band and pay everybody. That's one thing I love doing is making a good sizable donation to different charities. Usually we do Truckers Final Mile or veterans organizations, but we definitely like donating to the charities.
Dale's on the Country Music Hall of Fame committee. He lives somewhere in Tennessee over there, and he has this foundation called, I think it's Front Row Heroes.
Yes.
So what he does is he finds somebody who's like a front line hero, and he upgrades their concert tickets from nosebleed to the front row.
There you go. Dale put it right there.
Yeah,
See how
Front Row Heroes. And then he has another one, Natty's Foundation, after his son Nathan, which is like an online kind of like an online NA program for because his son had overdosed, and he started that in the memory of his son. So he started like a treatment program that's online.
So if you guys DM me your charities, I'll put them in order, and I'll definitely make the donations to them from Twitter.
Hell yeah.
Ryan's Kids Are Hungry Foundation is definitely one that I would give to.
Ryan's Kids Are Fine. My kid's 8 years old and 120 pounds. That boy eats.
So my goal is so you have to watch how you do this, because it looks like you're trying to promote yourself when I post, because I vowed to always post my earnings, my statement, and the donation together. So because I made a vow to make this happen, so I don't want people to think I'm lying. So I'm very transparent. But on the other downside of that is people think I'm trying to promote. But what I'm trying to do is get other ex-followers or ex-accounts to donate their earnings. That's my goal, to see how many ex-accounts we can get to donate their monetizations. I think I said that right.
I mean, you're always gonna have haters with that though, because I mean, I've definitely seen some people voicing they're just like, oh, these people just put their names out there and reshare this stuff and show what they're donating to just for clout, and I'm like, not necessarily. I agree with you. There's no.
So what I say to them is, if when they talk like that, somebody's going to respond. I say, mo money, mo money, mo money. Thanks for your donation to the veterans organizations, because the more they talk about it, then the more money we make. And it's not a lot of money. I think my first check was like $200. My second one was like $75. And so my goal is, to get about $100, $200, and if I don't make that, then I'll just finish it out of my pocket. I definitely want to try to make a difference.
Yeah, the things I like to support are anything having to do with veterans, especially any type of mental health stuff with veterans and animals, man. I don't know. I love animals, dude. Like all animals, like every creature on God's green earth. I just love animals, man. And my son actually used to volunteer his time at several animal rescue centers and shit, man. So another one I've yet to use, but I hear extremely good things about is vettix.com. It's people who buy kind of like Dell, like they just buy tickets to all kinds of stuff, man. Sporting events, operas, orchestras, concerts, all these things. And you go on there, you have to be a veteran, and you go on there and you can get these tickets for a low price, sometimes even free and shit. So
are you a veteran, Rob?
I am, man. I served in 101st Airborne.
Okay, I'm an Army veteran too.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Appreciate your service, my brother.
Right back at you. I was gonna say the same thing.
Fuck yeah, man.
Hey Pedro, can you do me a favor?
Yeah, brother.
Can you yell at IT Brian, because I'm sitting here trying to be on a podcast with you guys, and he's literally asking me questions and trying to get me to work.
Hey, tell him to start building our website.
That's true, Dale. But most of us vets are animals. I saw your post earlier, Dale, and like I had to blow it up, and I was like, "Is that actually Dale? Holy shit!" he looks so different, man. He looks so different, bro. I didn't realize you were a freaking a chief warrant, man. That's freaking stellar, man. When I was in, that was my goal. Is I was an 88 Mike or a driver, and I was trying to set myself up to become an 88 November, which is a transportation movement officer. So that was my goal, to be a chief warrant, because they have the best of both worlds. They get the respect and pay of officers, but they don't have to be in charge of dipshits.
Yeah, but they know everything.
Yeah, they do, bro. They do. They're freaking awesome, man. Our chief warrant officer, he was a Polish guy. His parents immigrated over here, so he was first generation American. I don't remember his full name. We all just called him Chief Ski. And that dude was the funniest fucking guy. Like, he used to, if you were new and you went to the motor pool and he knew that you were new, no matter what rank you were, he would ask you to like go get him exhaust samples and fucking go find him a box of grid squares. Like, dude, just all kinds of messed up shit, man. But you never saw this guy. Like, he would come to like a briefing and he would talk. He would walk in, be there for 5 minutes, talk for 5 minutes, and then walk out. It's like, what the fuck is this guy's deal? Like, he has no care in the freaking world, man.
Yeah, my cousin retired at the W3. He was a Chinook pilot.
Yeah, dude, I like.
He had a rough time.
Pilots are funny motherfuckers, bro. Like he
was laid back.
Dude, they have a sense of humor that like other MOSs in the military don't have. I don't know what it is. One of my neighbors that lived across the street from me in Clarksville, he was he wasn't a pilot, but he was a crew chief on a Black Hawk, and man, that guy was so funny. He actually, I wish I had the pictures. He took my kids and I. He was a government contractor after that. Took us on a Sunday into the hangar, man, like a restricted place, dude. My kids got to sit in Apaches and in a Chinook and a Black Hawk, and dude, it was pretty cool. Steve, Brian said, "Time is money, brother. Get your ass to work and quit playing in the logistics lounge." Brian, it's quitting time, man. It is now 5:35 on the East Coast. Steve is a 9 to 5 guy, Brian, and you're a 5 to 9 guy. That's the way this works, man. Warrant officers, dude. You're right, Dale, man. Like, I idolize warrant officers. When I don't know who told me that's the direction I should go, but every warrant officer I ever met had like no fucks to give. Like, they did not care what was going on. They were just doing whatever the fuck they wanted to do.
Hey, I gotta ask you, man. No disrespect, Dale, but are you part of NOAA?
Oh no, Dale is not about that fucking nonsense.
Well, he said he's like fighting fraud and double brokers.
Oh, he does that's his thing. Rob, if you're still watching, bro, if you come back on, that's great, man. If not, we appreciate you watching. We appreciate you coming on, man. It was fantastic seeing you, man. No, Dale is not about that mess. I don't know if he's on. I don't know if he's big on X. I have to look. I think I'll follow him or whatever. But he's on LinkedIn mostly. Taylor. Dale is a stellar fucking guy. I mean, like, just an amazing human being, and he's really smart, man. Like, and just really really smart. He did a pro talk at Matt's, man. Him and this guy. Hank Seaton, I think, with CDLU, and they did a big talk. Dude, they had a video by the presidential
Vivek Ramaswamy.
Did a video personally for freaking them, man. Pretty stellar shit.
Yeah, by the way, Dale, if you're still watching, try and get him worked out of space, so when we have you and Daniel Kors on, we can get Vivek on for like 5 minutes. 5 minutes live.
Yeah.
So I'm a member. I know all them guys, Daniel Kors and Scott Reed and them brothers. I can't remember their names, but I'm a member there. Lisa and Lee Schmidt and all them guys. Good
Yeah.
guys.
I like Daniel, dude. He's number one. He's a huge guy. That dude is like 6'8", like massive. And when he gets going about that, like, I'll listen to him. But I respect
you guys Aaron on LinkedIn?
Who?
Yeah.
Are you guys Aaron? Okay. So I'm on LinkedIn too. I very seldom get on it, but somehow or another, I ended up with a bunch of people following me on LinkedIn. I don't ever really use it that much.
Taylor, we'll tell you like we'll tell you about LinkedIn like we tell the people about X. Dude, you got to you got to get on there, man. Like and we tell like people on our side to get on X because of folks like you and JB and Thomas, because there's a lot of drivers and stuff over there, you know what I mean? And it gives a lot of insight. Dude, on X or on LinkedIn, it's all the other side, bro. There's a lot of fantastic information that gets put out over there, stuff that doesn't funnel to X because a lot of those people aren't on X. So I mean, if you can start implementing this into your social media, Taylor, like, dude, get on there, man. Follow people like Dale Prax, Hunter I Steve. Yeah, I mean, dude, there's a lot of good shit.
Hey, I'm already connected with Taylor on LinkedIn.
Yeah,
I gotta run for a second. My wife, I got a notification where my wife just paid one of my credit cards, and then she sent me a message and added like 5 different pictures, and I think she found out that I was using my credit card to play my Keno game on my phone at $20 a pop. I'm in trouble.
Dale's you got to go answer to the boss. I mean, Dale. Taylor's got to go answer to the boss. We understand, brother. Hope you come back.
But I'll be back in a minute.
All right, brother.
I'll see. Right, Joe. Hey, no excuses, Dale. No excuses.
No excuses.
I do like that though, man. I've seen them promising, to try to put, someone in that leadership position at the FMCSA that isn't a desk rider that has
who actually knows the industry.
Yeah, we would nominate someone like Rob Carpenter, yeah, or you, Dale. I mean, yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
I would elect Thomas.
Absolutely not.
I don't fucking know about that, bro. We're trying to fix things, not fuck them up worse. I mean,
see, I told you he looks like a Taliban leader.
Dude, let's see what Dale said. Dale said, my wife's credit card was stolen last week, but the person who stole it is spending less money, so I'm going to let it roll. Oh, my God. That is too fucking funny, man.
Smart man.
Shit. Dale he cracks me up, man. Dude, it was great, like, actually meeting him, man, and talking to him and stuff personally. Like, on LinkedIn, a lot of people are you get a feeling they're so super professional all the time, and Dale's one of those ones you can't pin down his sense of humor on LinkedIn, but then you meet him and you're just laughing the whole time you're talking to him. Man, he's such a stellar fucking guy.
I just sent him a link, so we'll see if he comes on. I think old Raybine might make an appearance too.
Dude, I need to talk to Jason. I haven't talked to him in a few weeks. You know who I'm going to talk to after we get off the show is Tim Bannon. Him and I were texting earlier and shit, and I was like, dude, I ain't talked to you in a while. We need to just chop it up. So I'm supposed to call him after we get off the show here in a little bit. Just talk to him. He ain't been on the show in a while either. Old Mr. Bannon.
Can you hear us, Thomas? We can't hear him, can we?
Nope, we cannot.
Thank God.
I know, right? It's a blabbermouth.
Thomas,
make sure your microphone's on.
Thomas is one of those, is like Taylor or whoever said about Josh, like Thomas's face doesn't match his voice.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
You can't work technology either, like some of them old farts you'd be complaining about.
Hunter, you over there booking freight?
Nah, dude, we have some interesting developments here. So Raybon's on the phone with somebody that you and I talked about, who owns a quote unquote fraud prevention service that is used pretty widely, a 3-numbered monster, if you will. And it seems like it's going to be pretty fucking interesting. Been on the phone with this man for 3 hours.
Later, Dale. Have a good one, brother. We appreciate you watching, man, and appreciate the love all the time. You know, if you need anything from Hunter or I, you just let us know. We're there for you, my brother. JB Brian, which is Steve's brother, he said he laughed at your screen name about your mom.
Oh yeah. I would do that as my gamer tag on Xbox. It'd be your mom, and they'd be like, "Who killed me?" I'd be like, "Your mom."
So my oldest son's gamer tags were the most fucked up stuff, dude. Like he would do. I'm not going to say his name because I don't know what it may do on YouTube, but he was one of the most famous communist leaders in the USSR. And dude, he would just do crazy stuff. Like he would just random shit like the Lone Ranger.
Like be the leader of the USSR.
It was nuts, bro.
That's pretty wild.
He did it to troll people. Actually, no. He said that he wanted to see how far he could push it on PlayStation Network before they like banned his name and told him he couldn't use that. So, dude, he came up every time he changed it, kind of like Anil does, just changed it all the time to see how far he could push the envelope, and he never got banned.
Any audio now?
There we go.
There he is. But you're on two screens.
No, let me remove his other one.
I think I don't know which one's talking.
I downloaded the app this time.
There you go. Sweet.
Bro, this is such a fun show. Just chilling, man.
It just got wilder since he's here.
Yeah, we can get the party started.
Hey, so Thomas, you're new on the show. The only two things we do not talk about are politics and religion, unless it is related to the topic, and then it has to be a short snippet. We just do that for obvious reasons, man. We got a lot of different people to watch, and we don't want them to go crazy. But thank you for joining us, man. It's good to actually finally see your face, brother. You know, I've been seeing you in the spaces and shit, man. So good to see. Sage, if you want to jump on, dude, jump on. But I need you to wear your solar eclipse protective headgear if you come on the show. Let us know. We'll drop you a link, Sage.
No, I'm gonna send him one right now.
Sage cracks me up, bro. Like do any of y'all follow Sage Outcast on like TikTok or Twitter or anything?
Every single one.
I do.
Oh, dude,
I tried to get Thomas to follow him, but he can't handle his voice.
Oh, really? I love Sage, bro. The shit he does, especially when he does that impression of that Chris guy. That shit.
Yeah, you liked that one. Rob really liked that one.
No, he has like 4 or 5 of them, bro.
I know, but like the first time he did that shit, dude, I remember you calling me and you couldn't even talk. You were laughing so hard.
It was so fucking funny. And then when he did that parody to the Bob Seger song with it.
No, it was CCR said, I want to know if you ever seen the Raycon.
Sorry, you're right. It's DCR, not Bob Seger. Yes. Have you ever seen the Raycon? Oh, man. Sage, I don't know where he comes up with this shit. He cracks.
He belongs in the. Oh, God. There it is.
Listen. I'm an eye for solar eclipse.
That's Keith right there.
It's we're gonna set the sun. I was given this thing here to protect for beer goggles. It's gonna make me pick up chicks during the dark time of the day.
Oh my God.
So I'm here to talk about.
Hey, I think I found your Raycon. I think it's written on the paper bag.
Look at it! Yeah, I gotta put how much the broker transfers on the bag because you gotta know. You know?
Hey,
Yeah.
see, Sage isn't. He's not drunk. He's just walking. Remember
I'm
that.
walking. I'm talking. I'm walking from the bar. I'm walking from the bar.
When
I'm not drunk.
when he said that shit, when Taylor
Yeah.
was like, Chris, are you drunk? And he goes, no, I'm walking. And Taylor was like, that's not what I asked you. Are you drunk?
Dude, I have so many skits I gotta be doing. I gotta put together my James Lambo. I got my stuff for that. I'm gonna work on that one. And his mother. I got myself a show and some old lady here. So I'm gonna be. Yeah, James Lambo. James Lamb.
I gotta go look him up.
All right, I gotta jump off here because it's last first call. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for coming on, brother.
I'll be back after I walk to the bar.
Boom, there goes the bat.
That guy's a very successful broker, if you didn't know.
He really is. He really is. Yeah.
Yeah. If you ever need any advice on some overweight, overdimensional work, he's your guy.
For real.
Hey, I'll take your word.
No, we're being serious, man. He does shit that, like, where they shut down interstates and bring out like inspectors and engineers and stuff to measure bridges and shit. Like, he does serious fucking overdimensional stuff.
Should have sent him to Baltimore.
He has a hell of a Keith impression, I can tell you that.
Yeah. No, it's Chris something or other. He's with Noah. I don't fucking know what his name is.
He's the other alcoholic I heard, yeah.
Yes. Dude, every time I've ever heard him on a space, he's like intoxicated. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
They were arguing to see who was the more of an alcoholic the other day, whether it was that guy Chris or Keith, but Keith was the only one present, so he won by default, and yeah.
Participation trophy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. Sage is awesome. I mean, also, if you need any like help with like social media type stuff, just like Justin Martin, like Justin knows a lot about it, and Sage knows a lot about it, but Sage is like real big into the analytics and fucking APIs and AI and all this shit like that, and it's crazy. That he is the reason that now when we go live, we don't run the intro at the beginning of the show that I talk, because Sage was like, dude, he's like, YouTube uses the first 30 to 45 seconds and listens to you and then places you within the right parameters of viewership on YouTube. So he's like, dude, your video's 20 seconds. You're wasting like 3/4 of the time you need. And so, yeah, he's fucking really cool guy, man. Knows a lot of shit. He's got pretty good following on YouTube and stuff too, man. So
You guys are all playing at desk, I see, huh?
Dude, I'm just
I drove
desk jockey.
Yeah, I used to be out there with you and JB, man. I drove for 10.5 years, man. So you ain't doing nothing I ain't done. I promise you. Matter of fact, JB, does he do the same Warner deal that you do?
He does.
I do.
I used to have a buddy had a couple of trucks on that Warner deal out of the Texas region. So I literally know exactly what you're doing.
Define couple. Was it like 10, 12?
What's that?
Was it 10 or 12 trucks?
No, he only had 2 trucks. He only had 2 trucks.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. He only had 2 trucks, but it did good. His driver just bitched. He was like, I don't like doing this stuff, and it's not. I just want to drive long distance. And I'm like, dude, you're home like every 2 or 3 fucking days, bro, and you're making like, $1,500 a week staying within Texas and Louisiana and Arkansas. Like, what do you? And it's mostly drop and hook. Like, what the fuck more do you want, man? Like, I don't know what you need, dude.
You can't
And
make drivers happy.
Like, that was just a driver, not the company. The company's making more, but the driver was bringing in, 11, 12, 13, 1,500 a week, depending on how hard he would run. You know what I'm saying? And, and he complained, like, Warner would say, oh, there's an empty trailer here, You know, and I'm sure you guys dealt with it. You go there and the trailer's gone. Someone's come and fucking picked it up. You know what I mean? And then you have to ski daddle around somewhere else and stuff, whatever. So I don't know. I personally thought it was a good deal. I really did, man. Like I even tried open. I even got the opportunity for him to go like super regional and stuff, man. And with that, Warner was like, man, we'll give you a higher rate per mile. Your fuel surcharge will change. And it'll be a little bit higher because you cover more of a region and the gas prices fluctuate more. And he was like, nah, man, I can't do that because if I go to Illinois in the winter, I can't drive in snow. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah, so whatever. I think what y'all are doing is good shit. I really do. I like
That's what we tell people to come over here and do it, not to limit themselves to just a specific area, because you lose access to their network that they have, or brokered loads or whatever. You lose access to better freight.
Like look
You
at
don't
me
make
yesterday, and today for me going home. They're just putting me on this tight little leash. Don't want to send me too far, which shit happens. But people restrict themselves, and that's how they lose money. But you can't make drivers happy.
Yeah, no, he turned he was a lazy guy, man. That's all it turned out to be. They ended up the owner of the company ended up finding him these water loads through stored freight brokerage, STORD. Really good people, like they really great. But he wanted to do these water loads that ran back and forth to Louisiana that were like, paid $900, took them the whole fucking day to do it. They were heavy as shit, sucked down fuel, but all he cared about was just being home every night. And it was like, whatever. He was just a lazy driver. I was like, dude, I had to crush that Warner shit because I dispatched him. So I got, Warner sent me everything. You know what I mean? Like, I got all the stuff. And he's like, no, I don't want to do that. I was like, dude, we're only going to be able to tell them fuck off so many times before they tell us fuck off, right? Well, I don't care.
Right.
I don't want to do that. I'm not driving 60 miles for $400. And it's like, dude, whatever, bro. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. So
Tell them there's the door. See you later.
They did. They ended up firing him because man, he was screwing everything up, man. I was like, dude, like you cannot run back and forth to Louisiana on these broker loads and make good money. And that's me being a broker. It's like, dude, you're getting 900 over there, but then you're getting shit back from Louisiana for like 500, 600, 700. You know what I mean? Like, and the truck should be making a minimum $1,100 a day. Like that covers the expenses, your stuff, and it puts $250 profit into the owner's account. Like that's what we need to be at. And it was just all about him. And I came across this sweet lane, man. It was a round trip to Chicago. I don't remember exactly what it paid, but it was high twos. Like it was during the middle of COVID or at the end of COVID. It was paying high twos, and it was going up with like 43,000 pounds, but you came back with only 25 because you carried like empty crates and totes and shit like that. Dude, was a cherry run, same thing, up and down, up and down, up and down, as many times as you could do in a fucking week. And yeah, he didn't like that because he was like, oh man, come winter, this is gonna suck. I don't want to drive in no snow. And he got all mad at me. I was like, dude, you can't call yourself a fucking driver if you can't drive in snow or don't want to drive in snow. So, yeah, they ended up fucking firing his ass. But
I don't want to drive in snow. Jason's going to call me out. I ain't doing it. Fuck the snow.
Show me on your damn license where it says you only drive in sunshine and rainbows.
I say this.
Point it out.
When
here,
I was a
Jason,
driver,
I got it right here. Look.
That's fucking good shit. I never complained, dude. I mean, I was a company driver, but I was about money and miles. A company driver, that's what it's about, is miles. I didn't give a shit where you sent me, what the weather was. Like, dude, I just want money. Like, let me go wherever I need to go to make the best money. I did not complain about weather. I didn't complain about miles. Like, you want to do me a 400 or 300 mile load, that's fine, but I better get like an 8, 9, 1,000, 1,200 mile load out of that shit. So I don't know. Everybody's different, man. I personally, I was a beast when I was a fucking driver.
I just got tired of it. I drove Dalton, Georgia to Winnipeg for almost 3 years, year round. So I've been through the snow. It's different when you get further out west. I learned that one with Jason Tiemann. I just got tired of it. When I figured I had my own truck, I could have my own decisions about going out there or not. I still go play in the snow. If that's where the money is, it's going. But at the end of the day, I'd rather not. But sadly, I'll
Oh, hey,
go.
I'm with you, man. I'm not trying to say anything bad about Thomas, my brother. If I could run in the sunshine and shit every day, like run fucking coast to coast all year long in the fucking sunshiny, good weather, maybe a little rain or a hurricane here and there, I'll fucking do it. So I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
I don't know. Hey, I tell you, I wasn't a chainer neither. I didn't fucking chain. Like I told me that I'm gonna sit my ass right here until this chain law goes down. I am not putting chains on this fucking truck. Them things are for decoration only. So I'm with you, man.
Oh, I didn't even carry them.
Well, I mean,
So,
out west, there are states that have laws that you have to, and if you don't, they have a fine. And you would have drivers that they would store them under their bunk or whatever, which that's logical, makes sense. But you sometimes they would pull you over during weather or places that they knew had chain laws up, like down the highway. They'd pull you over to make sure you had chains, and I was fortunate enough. I had chain hooks on attached to my chassis, so I always hung them off there. And all the drivers called them Christmas decorations because that's what they were, bro. You carried them shits around during the cold months and they just dangled off your truck, man. It was Christmas decorations.
I wonder how much that fine is. Do you know, Jason?
Oh God! So I had a driver one time that didn't listen to me, and he came across
70
west
damn.
out of 70 into Denver, and he got hung up there in the mountains. And I told his ass to go down to Moab, and he called me and was like, "Yeah, they're gonna write me a ticket, and the tow truck driver has chains, and I've never chained up before." And I was like, "Well, what if the tow truck driver helps you?" It was like $900 to like $1,200.
Yeah.
For the damn chains and the fine. I was so damn pissed. I told you not to go that way.
That driver was special, though. He was
Very.
over there.
The only time I ever had to chain up, I used auto socks one time. That was one time I've had to chain up in my entire trucking career, if you call that chaining up.
I never did it, man. My trainer taught me and I knew how to do it, but man, he always told me, and every driver says, "Oh, well, you never know what you're going to get into." And to me, that's people that don't use their CB and don't use their fucking phone to check weather reports. I never chained up, bro. Never, ever, ever. My trainer always taught me if it's bad enough to chain up, you don't need to be fucking driving. And I never did. I could tell you, man, several times I sat down there in Sparks, Nevada. Waiting for the chain law to go down over over Donner. Same thing in Denver, waiting on that chain law to go down. Why all those places, dude? I was just big on my CB. I checked weather reports all the time, and not like the Weather Channel. I went to each state's website and checked what their weather report was, because on there they would say, chain law probable, this, that, and the third. And so I don't know. I never had to do it either, man. I would have done it if I had to, but never did, man. I came close one time running across Donner. It was me and I don't know 10 other trucks, man. They had just dropped the chain law. We started going up from the Nevada side, and we got to the summit. And as soon as you crest the summit, the sign came on and started blinking for the chain law coming down the decline on the other side. And we were all like, "Did y'all see that?" Nope, we didn't see it, dude. We just fucking kept rolling, bro. Right? Just kept on fucking going, dude. And we were fortunate because, on Donner, they have the chain law signs, and then like a half mile or something or a mile after that, they have the chain areas. And usually DOT will sit there and, make sure that if you roll past that motherfucker, you've already got chains on. And we were just fortunate that they weren't sitting there yet and stuff. So, yeah. But I will say, we're going to highlight a really, really cool innovation when it comes to chaining. Hunter and I got to see this stuff live in action at Matt's. Hunter, do you remember what I'm talking about, bro?
I do.
Yeah, that's just pretty sick, dude. That stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that hammer container system, that lift system. Yeah, on spot. Yeah, it's kind of like
actually,
that.
I'll pull up their website and see if they have any demos online, because that shit was really cool.
Dude, it was, bro. Yeah, like I said, it's like that hammer thing, hammer system for containers and shit. It's like, dude, this makes so much sense. Like, why is this not industry wide? You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Is
It's not the ones
Steve,
that would
hey,
go down and sling the chains under your tire as you drive, like with the school buses and.
that's what we're
that's
talking
it. Yeah, they said like
That's what
right
we're
now
talking about.
their biggest market is emergency vehicles and school buses, but they're honestly pretty new. They got a small team. The guy we talked to was like really, really chill, very, very knowledgeable on the whole situation. I just don't think it's like such a huge thing here in the U.S. right now. If I'm not mistaken, I think he said that it was pretty big on like in the Eastern or in the European side of life, but seems like it's a pretty simple setup.
They got them on the school buses in where I live, where we get a lot of ice.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Thomas? You ain't got to give me the city. Just what state are you from, bro?
Cleveland, Tennessee.
Oh, okay. I think I heard you say that earlier. You and
Yeah.
Timothy Trucker were hashing it out. I was on my walk when y'all were talking about that shit.
So you do live close to Dan.
He said Tennessee.
Dan lives close to me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you guys this now. I'm the Tennessee Trucker. I'm gonna take their name.
Oh, Thomas is trying to get people to look at his fucking sack. You old weirdo.
Oh, you want to see my sack? Hold on. I don't know where it is. Damn.
Hey, Steve.
I can't find it.
Family show.
Since I
sorry.
got you on here, we were talking about Hammer, dude. If you ever get any leads, bro, on some Hammer stuff, let me know. I'll hook you up with their guy, and he said he'll compensate us if a deal goes through. You know what I mean?
Who Phil?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm connected with him. I've been talking to him about
it. Dude, we're gonna have lunch. We're gonna have lunch on the 15th, man. Like we were supposed to do it this week, but he pulled his shoulder or something and shit, so he had to push it back. But we're gonna eat next week together.
Was it his rotator cup or was it the other motion?
Family show. Jesus.
That was as family show as he gets, sir. I went specific on rotator cup.
Hey, by the way, if you guys are on Instagram, be sure to go follow us, logistics.lounge.
I just want to say that I had a fucked up husband moment. Man, dude, my wife's about to call me out online, bro. God damn it. That's
yeah, I seen the look on your face.
That's embarrassing.
Oh, shit.
Jay Money. What's up, bro?
What up, son?
Dude, it is so awesome to see you, man, and talk to you, bro.
Hold up. Let me lock in. Bro, I just had the craziest conversation. Oh my God.
Hunter was telling us.
Bro, I feel like I just talked to a time traveler, dude. Like, holy fuck. Okay. Well, I had a load stolen last week, $250,000 worth of clothes. One of my agents got hijacked. So what happened was the carrier's MC was compromised via email hacking. They phished his email, changed all his whatever. Okay. We hire him. He looks good. No red flags on any of these compliance services. Nobody knows any funny business. So turns out it's an Armenian dude behind the scenes, with the puppet strings. Hires a local carrier, goes to pick up my load, transloads it down the street, gone. We don't find out till like Monday, but on Monday I'm like, all right, I need video. I get the video. I find the truck who did it. I locate him. I call the carrier. I'm like, bruh, I know you. He goes, what do you mean, you got a red Freightliner you pick up in Vernon last week? It's because I don't know if he's involved or not. I'm trying to poke the bear here. This dude took a load. It's supposed to be a local load. After he picked it up, they asked him to meet at another warehouse. They transloaded it. They made him drop his trailer. It's like 2 a.m. on a Friday, and he's like, this is weird. They got me dropping my trailer in a parking lot, and they're going to shag my trailer. So he follows them and records the whole thing, like detective style. So I get this dude on the phone. He sends me an email with phone numbers, addresses, videotape, recording. I know who stole my freight. I know where my freight is. I found other loads of stolen freight. So while I'm dealing with this, I'm pissed. So I start calling people like, hey, how did my carrier packets let this guy go through? How did Carrier 401, let this guy go through. So now I'm pointing my frustration at these companies going, hey, I rely on your information and you let this ride and I got jacked $250K. Who's responsible here? Right? So I get a phone call from the owner of Carrier 401, and that dude is a fucking wizard, an absolute wizard. And he taught me more on how to find some information deep within 401 that's already at our disposal that most people probably don't even know how to look at. So, like, I was able to discern some things after him showing me, and I was just like, whoa. They're deploying some technology that is beyond something you'll ever comprehend. They're in contact with the FMCSA. I'm going to tell you something that nobody knows. I'm going to drop a bomb right here. For the last 5 months, if you mailed your 150 form in manually, nobody verified it. For the last 5 months, the scammers have been changing FMCSA data to the 150 form by mailing it into the FMCSA. For 5 months, nobody knew about this until last month. They closed the loophole last month. But for 5 months, it was wide open.
I just want to point out how big of a problem our government has with mail-in anything. I mean, mail-in ballots, mail-in MCS 150. I'm just saying. Maybe we should stop the whole mail-in process.
Bro, the mail-in process is being curbed within a few days. You ready for this? I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. Okay.
Say it. Do it.
Fuck it. We're going to rebel that bitch. I have it on good authority that the FMCSA is going to press pause on everybody's MC and make them re-verify the right way. No virtual addresses. Mandatory in the U.S., mandatory by the book. And if you can't verify it within 13 or 15 days or whatever, they're going to deactivate the MC.
Can I bust your bubble?
Let's go.
We knew about this a week and a half ago because we were at the Pro Talk at fucking Matt's when they said this. We were there at Matt's when they had this talk and shit, and we even talked about it on here and stuff, bro. Yeah.
What are we waiting for? Let's do it right now. Right now.
I'm for even someone on our. Well, actually, he already posted about it. This man right here, Dale Prax. I know you hooked up
Dale.
with Dale.
I talked to
Dale is actually, he's getting involved with FMCSA as well, man, to help get this shit under control, dude. Like, dude, this
is the stuff where I hate to poop on the TIA because I don't know what they do and what they don't do. But I don't pay to be friends with Dale, and I don't pay to be friends with some of these people that are doing some crazy thing on the back end to help move the industry forward. There's two types of people. The people that want to sell you a product for profit and the people that want to sell you a product for everybody's benefit, for the greater good. I feel like Dale's out here just trying to cover his expenses and not make a profit, but protect us.
100%.
I'm going to stand behind Dale all day. All day. Dale's real peoples.
Dude, I've said the same thing. I said if anybody's ever going to do it, it's going to be Dale fucking Prax.
You know what's going to be crazy is really what's going to happen is the smartest people of all the platforms are going to come together and say, fuck it, let's put all our heads together. Why are we competing against each other for dollars? Why don't we monopolize this bitch and protect the industry and just charge what we charge? Like,
have you been watching our show or something, Jason?
You just gotta do a big co-op. That's all you got to do.
You know what, Dale again, he made a post about this and tagged Hunter and I. When Dale was on our show, we literally were talking with Dale, and Hunter and I said, dude, like, the way to solve this is all of these things, like Dale Prax's Freight Validate, Shifra with Trusted, e-carrier check, all of these folks that are out there doing this stuff, they need to get a sit down with the FMCSA and say, look, this is what we're doing to combat this, and this is where you are falling short. Here is all the information we have, and make a collective database to where, like, Freight Validate, Trusted, e-carrier check, all these other companies out here doing this can log in and upload on a consistent basis, bad actors and fraud and scam, and allow this to be funneled through the FMCSA. So, dude. Yeah,
this is the problem that I have. You have all of these different entities trying to sell you on the idea that they've got the magic key. Fine. But what happens when you don't pay money to be a part of all of them and only one of them gets dinged a freight guard and you're not on 411 and you didn't know because they're not collectively sharing information? I also think the lack of cohesiveness between everybody hurts because the more you drive away people, like 401's been around the longest as far as I know, so everybody knows what a freight guard is. The scammers only care about freight guards. You don't hear scammers on the internet talking about gotta watch that carrier assure number. I've never seen that. It's always the freight guard, because that's the end all be all. But if you are only on carrier assure and you file a double broker report there, what happens to all the other of us that are over here that don't know? It's like, I don't understand why there isn't like a pause feature. Hey, FMCSA, there's a problem with this MC. Somebody investigate it. Press pause for a day.
Hey, all of that, Jay, all of that is, not to give anything away, but that's what Logistics Lounge tries to do is break ground any way we can. But all of that stuff is working in the background, man. All of these people that are serious players in this game, I can't speak for Carrier 411 or whatever, but dude, there's a lot of folks they're trying to do exactly what you're talking about, and what I just said is make a collective and a database to where all of this information gets funneled in and it's picked through, and it's verified, and these people are done with. But I like what you're talking about and what the FMCSA said about like no more of this virtual address shit. You have to. They're even talking about verifying that you are a legal entity within the state, the city, the fucking county.
Did they tell you that they've already tried this in beta? They actually rejected physical applications last week via mail, telling people your address is not verified. It's virtual. You have to verify it. So there's been a legit beta test that's already happened. Essentially, more than likely what they're doing is figuring out how to absorb that extra level of here we go. Because when you do that, dude, think about all the brokers and carriers that are about to get noticed. And think about all the people that are going to call them for information. They don't answer the phone anyway when you call them. Imagine that event and then trying to get a hold of them. Like, it's going to be a problem.
It's going to flood their offices. I can just see it now.
Let's do it during DOT Blitz Week. Let's be smart about this shit, people. Okay? You know y'all are going to be home. You're not on the road. Do it during a time where it's not a busy time. You know? So,
yeah, I'm curious as to how that's going to work. Are they going to try to, like, they can send letters out, but what about, email or digital? Because, like, I have an address in South Carolina, but I also have a UPS store box that I forward all my mail to.
I think
so is that going to get flagged as well?
Now, that more than likely your physical application address has to be a physical address. Everybody has P.O. boxes, but your main physical can't be a P.O. box in Wyoming.
Right.
But
if they're going to make everybody re-verify,
and I don't even know how you map that out logistically. That's a process. But you know what? I never thought of it until I was told it, and I went, damn, that'll stop it in its tracks. So, I know where my load is. I know who stole my load. This is how convoluted and problematic the industry is. I have no detective experience, and in 4 hours, I found my freight. I found other people's freight. I found out how they did it, who they are, how they operate. I had to call the police and file a police report, and they really didn't want to take the report until I said keywords like, I have evidence, I know where it is, I know who did it. You can't really tell me to go away when I tell you that. So we've hired a private investigator to help look for some help here because, my freight got stolen last Tuesday. We know where it was as of last Friday. Every minute that goes by is a minute closer to a container or Mexico that it's headed. So if we're not going to find it, can we at least find the people that did it, right? Like, I've already accepted the financial loss, but now it's personal. You stole my shit. I'm coming for your neck. And y'all thought I was kidding? No, hell no. So I want to be much more actively involved in these situations. And so I'm honestly thinking about pivoting towards asset recovery. The minute your load's stolen, let's meet a task force of mofos who know what's what, how to get results, who to call. Because every time you have a load stolen, right? What are you going to do when you have a load stolen? Who do you call? You call the police where you live. Like, which police department, where do you start?
That's what we need to do. We need to start a collective called Fraud Busters or Freight Busters.
I'm coming.
Who do you call? Freight Busters. You know what I mean?
You don't.
Oh my God.
All right, let's go.
Get the Ghostbusters logo.
Yeah, bro, for real. It'd be a picture of a truck. You know, picture of a truck instead of Slimer. You know what I mean? That's what we need to do, bro.
Crazy. So it was a 3-hour conversation where I just sat back and absorbed information like, holy crap. And the amount of things being done on the back end that isn't talked about is crazy. So if that can help move the needle in terms of like who's doing what, just because people aren't talking about it doesn't mean it isn't getting done. My frustration 2 hours ago was thinking nobody was doing anything to help us. There's an incredible amount of smart, intelligent people on the back end who are coordinating to stop this shit. And who are obsessed with this like we are. They just don't talk about it. They just do it because they have the resources. Either like the dude from 411 writes code. Like he wrote all the code. Like dude isn't just a dude. Like he's wicked intelligent, and every problem that I had, he had a solution for, whether it was implementable or not. He just looks at stuff in a cerebral way where I'm like, whoa. And so information will help us. The problem is there's so much information, you have to only pick and choose the stuff that will help you. Like if you've never used 401 before and you log in there, dude, there's so much data. I still don't even know what all that data is. Like I can't read safety scores. I'm not a truck driver. So I don't know how to read that as a broker. You guys do as truck drivers and as previous truck drivers, you can read that and understand it, not me. So like think of all the stuff that's in 401. There's reports. And so getting a little bit of time with him today, it kind of scared me, because I like to think that I'm pretty anal about my compliance. It turns out I'm a bush league dude in the big picture. And if that's how I am, imagine how a lot of us are. We think we know what's up. We really don't know.
Jason is. I don't think Jason is a Yankee. I got.
He's a desert person.
I was born in Hollywood.
I know. I was going to say I got a feeling that's Kyle, but Kyle and Jason know each other, so I know.
Kyle hit his head, bro. He needs to get back to reality and stop hanging out in the desert with the desert people. No. Didn't he go to? Didn't he get stuck in Burning Man last year? Kyle.
He did, bro. Dude, we were fucking with him so bad when he got stuck at Burning Man.
Dude. That didn't look fun, bro. Like I can't imagine being stuck out there. Hell no. Hell no.
So fucking funny. We were fucking with his ass about it. Oh, it was Kyle. Fucking Kyle, man. He's trolling you, Jason. That's what it is. He's trolling.
You know what? What I'm here for, son. I'm here. Pure entertainment value. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. I got to get back to looking for my freight. So I got a phone call with an investigator here. So I'll keep you guys posted. But love y'all. You killing it.
Later, Jay.
All
Thanks for joining.
See you, brother.
That guy right there is fucking good shit. Steve, are you hooked up with Jason Raybine? You need to go hook up with him. I saw you said you're not.
No, I am.
Oh, yeah, Jason's he's good fucking people, bro. I like him. We like him a lot, man. He's just straight up serious, no holds barred, doesn't fucking hide anything. I'm sure everyone could figure that out from the few moments that he was on the show. He's
he's intense.
Yeah, he
didn't drag his feet to give up all that hyped info. He just blasted that shit nicely.
Yeah, bro. He's a good dude, man. He's not been a driver or anything, but he just, I don't know. He loves the industry, even though he's a broker. Like he loves the industry, and he's about fairness and everyone making money and nobody getting screwed over and all that stuff like that. So, yeah, he's a good fucking guy, man. Like straight up, just a good dude.
Dude, the whole time we've been on this call, I'm literally sitting here making so I'm building my own toy hauler because I didn't feel like going spending like $50,000 on a toy hauler, so I'm making my own. So I literally just spent like, I don't know, about $500 on Amazon.
That's good shit, bro. What are you going to build it out of? I mean, obviously,
so I bought a 7x16 enclosed trailer.
Oh, nice.
So we went shopping today. Got a
what's up, man?
Oh, what's up, dude?
Hi.
Scared him.
Shit. We we bought the boys drew it out how they wanted it to be laid out. So put cabinets in there, put a fridge in there, running power. Got some pull down bunk beds that'll come out of the side. Pretty
So much
dope.
more space when you use bunk beds, man.
What's that?
So much more room for activities when you have bunk beds.
Yep.
What toys you putting in there, Steve?
So we got 4-wheelers and dirt bikes, and we go up to these tracks where we go ride all weekend, and they got campsites right there. So we just basically Asher's whole baseball team all has it, so we all go up there together and just all hang out.
That's cool. What do you gonna put like strap a generator to the front of it and put you like a mini split or something in there?
Well, so I've got a generator, but where we go actually has power hookup. It's got power hookup and water.
Oh yeah.
So I just ordered it. Actually, it's gonna be here tomorrow morning to be able to put the plug on the outside and then bring it right in and then wire it right to the box and
You
just
should,
run.
you should still put your generator on there, bro. You know, eventually you're gonna go somewhere.
Oh
man.
yeah. I have one to be able to do it if we go somewhere that's gonna be off road.
Yeah.
Or, out in the whatever off grid. I can bring the generator and I've got a big generator to power. It actually powers the whole damn house when I plug it in.
Oh yeah, that's. I'm trying to get me some generators for my house, bro. I just need to get the money to spend it on. I want to get one of those fucking big ass Generacs, man. That's what I want to fucking get. And then
you can run your house. So I didn't even bother spending the money on one of those. I just did a wired a backfeed into my box.
I know it. I know exactly.
That's no good.
Dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. My wife sent me a TikTok of a guy who's an electrician, and he bought like 2 generators and he wired them into his house and shit. You know what I mean? And they're petrol powered generators and stuff.
Yeah.
But he just like with if you have solar and have a Tesla battery, he just goes outside, flips a switch or flips his breaker, and it switches everything over to the generators and shit.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't know. Sam's Club has like 8,000 watt generators right now for like, I don't know, $600. And from my estimates, I would need like 2 of them, maybe 3, because I'd want one to run like the fridge off of, and then one solely for the AC system. You know what I mean? Because that shit's gonna pull off an entire generator. So I'm thinking I need like 3 of them, man. And that's
as long as you can be strategic about it, like. As long as like when the air conditioner's on, you're not trying to like run the dryer and fire up the microwave at the same time. Like if you're just strategic about what you're doing, like you can get away with less. I mean, it runs everything in my house. I mean, I can run it individually, but as long as I don't crank the air conditioner and have the microwave and the dryer all going at the same time, it doesn't.
How many watts is yours, Steve? Do you know?
Mine's only 9,500.
Oh, yeah. See, when you say only 95, that's a lot, bro. Like,
well, it is, but I mean, when you think of those Generac ones and run it, I mean, like I said, we can have all kinds of lights on here. I mean, TVs, everything with running that thing. I mean, it runs, like I said, unless I try to run the dryer and everything else at the same time, it's got a remote start, so I can literally have it all plugged in, and I can shut the main off right inside the house and then fire it up, and I don't even have to go outside and get wet.
I want to give me one of those. I even looked up on YouTube, and then I found some on Amazon, man, like to make my own like collapsible solar farm. You know, like you can buy those fucking collapsible panels and shit, man, and you can get up to like couple thousand watts, 2,000 watts, depending on the size of the panels and shit you got, dude. And so I don't know. Anyway, I'm whatever. But yeah, I want to give me a fucking generator, man. I really do. I want to give me a couple of them, man. I was gonna go solar, but all the solar deals out there are fucked up, and I don't know anybody, not a single person,
Thomas, exactly.
Dude, I don't know a single person that has solar and it works the fucking way it's supposed to.
Yeah. It's like when you need it.
Pays for itself after a long time.
Well,
my girl's dad, he's had solar, and he just started doing it originally just for the water heater, and it was something else, and then he upgraded to a full. But shit's so expensive. I don't think it was worth it. But
it is. It's
he loves it.
like for what I want. So like my house is. I'm fortunate the way my house is positioned. I actually get like full sunlight 365 days a year. And when they do like a production estimate, and my production estimate is like 112%. So literally, they could cover my entire fucking roof in panels, which I'm 1,000% okay with. And then I was like, dude, I want 2 Tesla batteries. And they're like, man, we only need one. I said, no, I fucking want 2 because I need one solely for my AC system, and then I need another one to run everything else. For all that I want is close to like 60 grand. And, and I'm like, yeah, that's quite a fucking chunk. And they're like, oh, well, it'll be less than your electric bill. And I'm like, no, you're full of shit, because everyone I know has months where they don't get that full production, and they end up getting your $300 bill plus $150 electric bill. And it's like, dude, my highest electric bill through the year is like, I don't know, 350. My wife's watching, so I'm sure she'll fucking chime in with exactly what it is. But it's only like $350. I'm like, dude, if you can't keep me below that all year long, and like right now, it's nice down here, dude. It's 80 degrees, but it's windy outside. Our fucking windows are open, man. So like right now, my electric bill is like $150 a month because we open the windows at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and them shits don't close till 10.
Where do you live at?
I live in Central Texas.
Yeah, I would not open a window in Texas.
No, bro, hey, I'm telling you, man. There's a prime time in Texas, man. Even dude, from about, I would say, from about October through April, maybe early May, man, the temperatures can be really nice. Even during the winter, dude. I mean, it could be 50 degrees outside, and if I just crack my windows, my insulation's really good, dude. It'll hold 70 degrees in my house. You know what I mean? So, I mean, right now, I don't know. I have to check my AC, but I think we're holding it like 74, 75 degrees in the house. So, no, I mean, not year round, like the summer you can't because there's no breeze and it's humid as shit. But man, in the early fall, all up into the spring, like, I mean, dude, our windows are open all freaking day long, man. I mean, seriously, until we go to bed, like 10, 11 o'clock at night.
My wife's a Nazi with that thermostat.
Huh?
I said, my old lady, she's a Nazi with the thermostat.
Dude,
You
our
cold,
shit,
put something on. You're hot, turn the fan on.
We're kind of the same way. I don't know. During the summer, we keep it at 74. During the winter, it's at like 70, 71, which sounds high, but I mean, I know people that keep their shit in the winter at like 75 degrees. You know what I mean? So my wife's the same way. We're the same way. Like, if you get chilly, go put on a fucking hoodie. I mean,
60, 64 is how we keep it during the wintertime. And that's if we put the heat on. We got double insulation in our attic, so it holds the temperature extremely well. So she can run it just for a little bit, and it'll be fine all night. And then the kids go off to school, and she'll be fine.
I'm with you, Thomas. We're the same way with our attic, man. We had I don't know, maybe 2 years ago, we had some people come around, and I guess the U.S. government, the Texas government, had put through a bill where you could like get your old insulation removed in your attic and get new blown insulation in there, double thick. And we did it, dude. And it'll be like 40 degrees outside, and my house will hold at 70 with no fucking heat on at all. So, I mean, like, a 30-degree differential, that's pretty fucking good, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think we got 6 to 8 inches spread across in certain areas. So it holds extremely well.
Yeah. I'd have to go look at our thing. I think when I was up in the attic putting up Christmas decorations, January 2nd or whatever it was, I think ours is like a 12-inch, 12 or 14-inch, like across the ceiling or whatever. So it's just blown, blown insulation, but it's pretty,
that's what ours is.
Yeah.
Because when we had bought the, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you saying, Thomas?
When we had purchased the house, the people that were fixing it up, they had like a crazy ass quote for just the standard like 3-4 inches of blown, and then it was half the price if she just rented the machine and bought double the material and blow it in themselves. And they just hired somebody to blow it in, So she's like, "Oh, we just double insulated the whole thing," and the inspector told me that same thing. That's great to see. So I was glad about it.
If I had the money, I would get foam insulation. I got my cousin. That's what he does, man. And dude, like, yeah, if I could afford it, I would get fucking foam insulation. Like that shit is serious business right there, dude.
Oh yeah.
Serious business.
Why is Woofin so quiet over there?
Oh, I'm just letting y'all chat it up. I'm working on our Instagram a little bit, trying to get that.
Damn.
Thomas, dad of two said that you're uglier than he thought.
That's right.
Corey,
That's just
Corey,
because he's from New Hampshire. He don't know what Boston's like.
I know. Corey, did you see the new Shoreline video, bro? Like, I don't know if you're watching, but I made a new Shoreline video. The only addition that we're gonna add is your picture whenever you send it to us. We'll
He
see
knows
if
what to do.
he'll comment in a minute. Because I'm a run for him. You know that's his favorite person. We'll have Lane Runner back here soon, man. I talked to Tim today, man. We're gonna talk to him next week, Hunter. The only reason I didn't call you is because he only had like 3 minutes. So he just called me and said, "Hey, man, we're going to set something up for like mid-April. We'll get together, next week and hash out all the details. So whenever we do that, I'll make sure to pull you in."
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm excited about that shit, bro.
How is Lane Runner doing? They expanding or getting any bigger? Or
Dude,
fine?
the new version of that shit is off the fucking chain, bro. I'm gonna pull it up, dude. These graphics that they got on here, dude. Oh my god. The only thing that is widely different is it takes a little longer, like to get the quote. It's not as fast as DAT, but it's because they're pulling data from more than just their users now. Like it's coming through all kinds of APIs and using all kinds of different AIs to pull it from all kinds of different data points. So, but it's awesome. I'm gonna run a rate right now, and I'm gonna show you all these graphics and shit. It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I'm fixing to be at Kimberly Clark here in a minute. Got to do my double drop bullshit.
Yeah, I can't wait to get them back on.
Did you get loaded over there, Thomas? Oh, you are driving. Never mind. Dumb question.
All right, so here is I'm gonna share this. So this is their new layout, dude. So when you run the rate, like it pulls it up and it's got the fucking the truck graphic, man. It tells you all the miles and everything and how it's fluctuated. It has a little graph of how it's went up and down, kind of similar to the other folks. But what I think is really cool is the truck right here. When you change it to flatbed, it becomes a flatbed trailer. When you do it a van, it's a van trailer. But I mean, as everyone can see, it shows the rate that the carrier should be paid, and then it tells you as a broker what you should be charging your customers. So, like this lane, Dallas to Chicago, it says $2,500 to the carrier, and the broker should charge $2,800. So it's a $300 margin. And yeah, it says right now that it's paying $259 a mile. So dude, it's freaking sick. Like their new update is fucking awesome, man. Like it really is, and they're changing it like honestly every day. Like I talked to Tim and he said they still got more rollouts to do. They're working on their load board right now. So yeah, they're going to put up a load board and whoever will just be able to post their loads to it. And yeah, pretty crazy shit, dude. And then they expanded their spot market report. Their dashboard has changed. Now they have a thing where it shows the highest paying lanes of over the last, I think it's week or 10 days. Then they have the lowest paying lanes. Like it's pretty sick, man. They did a lot of awesome upgrades and revamping coming out with the Lane Runner version 2.0. It's pretty badass, man. Like I said, I use it every day, like for real. they're just they're good people though, man. Tim and Jay and Jesse and all them over there, they're just I don't know, cool fucking folks, man. Cool folks. I bet you that's fucking it's Taylor. Taylor's going Betty by.
No, he's up from his nap. He went to bed. He goes to bed at noon.
He's like Rob Carpenter, man. He's up at 4 a.m., eats dinner at 3:30.
Dude, I'm telling you. Every time I talk to Terry, he's already sleeping. It's 12:30 in the afternoon. He already drove his 287 miles for the day.
That's fucked up, man.
It's only fucked up because it's true.
Where you
Who's
going,
building a toy
Thomas?
hauler?
You're a toy hauler, is that what you said?
I thought I heard somebody talk about building a toy hauler.
Oh, Steve.
I'm building one.
All right, so I've been listening to you guys on LinkedIn. I haven't posted on LinkedIn in forever, so I've been listening to you guys. I bought a brand new 28-foot enclosed trailer a couple of years back, and I turned it into I haul motorcycles and golf carts, in it for vacation, and I just throw the E-track in it and some load locks, put my mattress up there on there, and I put I just put an air conditioner from Lowe's. I bought one of them, the most expensive one they had, the kind that like the wind, not the window air conditioners, but the kind with the wheels on them.
Yeah.
And you run a vent out the window. I just put like a dryer vent up in, a heavy duty metal dryer vent in the front of it and run the hose to it. A little hole in the floor for the condensation tube, and that thing kept my trailer cool. And that's how we travel.
Don't lie, Taylor. That's not the only thing you use that hole in the floor for.
Well, sometimes I rent it out to Pedro Potato. Not the trailer, the hole.
Oh, that's good shit, brother. Oh man, that
Run your mouth some more, big buddy.
I love that shit, man. Oh, that's so fucking funny. Oh, dude.
But yeah, dude, they was so many freaking awesome ideas for toy haulers. That's kind of where I'm at right now.
Yeah, if you can build your own, it's like, I was looking at them forever, and there was always something that I liked, and then shit that I wanted to see different. And I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna make my own. And I mean, I don't glamp, so it's like I didn't need anything like too fancy. And I don't know, man. Yeah, like you said, you can get a lot of cool ideas out there, and yeah, it's coming along pretty cool. I literally just picked it up yesterday, and already started. I live in over by Charleston, South Carolina. I drove all the way to Douglas, Georgia, to pick it up yesterday, and started ordering parts, and we're gonna go ride this weekend and test it out a little bit. So
is it barn doors, Steve, or is it a fold down like ramp style?
No, it's a fold down ramp in the back to be able to get the 4-wheelers and stuff off. And I got a 7-foot high so that I can fit my golf cart in there too. So
you got a regular golf cart, or you got one of those freaking off-road golf carts?
Off-road golf cart.
Fuck yeah, those things are so fun, bro. Those things are so fun, dude.
So my first experience with a golf cart.
Other guy.
My first experience with a golf cart is I didn't know anything about them, so I bought one off a buddy of mine for $1,500, and it was a '94 model Medalist. Easy to eat with it. Hey, it looked like.
Oh, he's fucking. Dude,
So I bought the jack up kit, bought the wheels, I bought the dash. Man, I made a monster out of this '94, and I traded it for a Jeep.
Was yours gas or electric?
Electric. So anyway, I made a monster out of this thing, dude. I decked it out, underglow kit, loud stereo, It was badass, and I was wanting to buy a Harley, but I got this policy that I don't spend my money that I make on my job for toys. That goes to the family. So I trade around a little bit to get my toys. So I wanted a Harley, and I couldn't justify spending that kind of money. So I traded my golf cart for a Jeep because there was an ad on Marketplace that this guy wanted to trade his Harley for a Jeep, and I owned this Jeep for literally like 2 hours. So now I got the Harley and no golf cart.
Damn, Taylor, you need. I don't know if it's still on, but they used to have this show on. I don't know, maybe it was History Channel or something, but it was like Barter Kings. It was these fucking people that like they would buy like this cheap $20 thing, and then they had a goal of what they wanted to like barter up to and shit. And it was crazy, man. People would start out with like a $20 like fake painting, and they
Yeah.
would trade that shit up for like a fucking limousine. It was absolutely nuts, dude.
So anyway, I had this trailer. I bought that new trailer. I only give $7,500 for a brand new 24-foot long trailer.
Damn.
And it was nice, enclosed. And I've had that thing all over the country. And it looked like new when I traded it, but I traded it for a CVO Harley. So now I got 2 Harleys.
Look at you living the American dream.
I'm trying, man, but I tell you, I'm in this toy hauler mode right now. That's why I brought that up. I've been looking for toy haulers because everywhere I go, we take the golf cart or the bikes now. So now I got to buy a new toy hauler.
Yeah, I just got the one I just got was it's a 7x16 and brand new, and I got it for $55, and that was with them putting I wanted at least one window in it, so I had them put a window in the door.
Oh yeah,
a little camper style window in the door.
Well, I'm looking more for a camper, but my ultimate goal is to have a moving van, like a moving trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and deck it out like with a ramp on the back. And I don't know if you guys know Preacher that was there in that FLD that was in truck parking. He's got one he uses. It's pretty nice.
Dude,
it's got the side door, sits low.
Chrome Shop
But
Mafia.
I want a car hauler. Huh?
There's one decked out, but Chrome Shop Mafia had a pretty cool fucking movie trailer there and stuff. Like it wasn't decked out or whatever, but you could tell they use it to go for shows and shit. They had like a chill space and chairs and shit in there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, my ultimate goal is to have something cool like that bar we were in.
Yeah.
The bar car.
That's what I'm talking about. I ain't got the Chrome Shop Mafia's budget.
Yeah, I need to do.
But I do have a wood shop, and I'm pretty good at making shit.
No, I've actually had an idea for a long time, like since college. So you get one of those old beer truck trailers that have the roll-up doors right there. We gut out the inside, you put a bar inside there, and then like have some sort of apparatus to where like either those like doors like kind of lay out to where it's a bar top, and then there's like chairs that kind of are connected to it and they fold out. So you're sitting on the outside of the trailer, but all the bar and kegs or whatever you have is on the inside.
Be a crazy toy hauler and like half of it will already be done is some of those fucking equine trailers. Like if y'all ever seen some of the setups and some of those freaking horse trailers, dude. Like,
oh yeah. So I missed out an opportunity of a lifetime. I just sold my first truck I bought, and I just sold it. Had a big pocket full of money. And of course, my wife is like, "Oh, we got to pay this bill and this credit card off, and we're going to pay this credit card off. We're going to pay the pickup off, blah 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 blah." And I'm thinking to myself, "No, we're not. We're going to buy something cool." Well, long story short, I paid the credit cards off.
Hey, she said, Taylor, we gotta take care of this Keno habit that you got.
Yeah. So I was on Marketplace, man, and there was a guy selling a day cab with a 10,000 watt generator on the back of it and a mobile classroom. So basically, it was a 53-foot trailer with 2 slide outs, and it all opened up into like this 3 wide trailer, three trailers wide. had steps on it. You know, ultimate truck show party house. You know what I'm saying? And inside of it was all like it was set up like an office, like a big wide office. Man, it could have been decked out like killer, but my wife wouldn't let me buy it, so I missed out on it. They wanted I think $37,000 for the truck and the trailer.
That's not bad. Nate,
Oh no, it
Nate,
was a steal. I tried to tell her, but she has no concept on what. I mean,
fuck
tell
yeah.
your wife you want to spend $37,000 on a truck and trailer and see what she says.
I know. She's got ideas of home expansion and paying off credit cards.
So
Nate,
Taylor, let me ask, was this the script she did? Because I got this last week. She sat down across the desk from me, looked at me, and said, "You're really good at spending money."
Oh, my wife.
I don't know whether that's a compliment or not, but I was pretty proud.
Man, that chick squeaks when she walks.
Oh God, yes, yes.
I can give her $20, man, or $100, and a week later she's got $97.47 and a receipt for what she spent.
Yeah, if we walk into a casino together, we went to Vegas, I'm thinking, hey, we got a gambling budget for a couple $1,000s at least, right? She lost $20 and she's like, okay, we're done. Let's do something else. I'm like, dude, we're just starting. Like, what the fuck? How do you win?
Yeah, that's my wife, dude.
Nate Johnson. Nate Johnson says you got to look up Sundowner toy haulers. Taylor, Sundowner toy haulers.
I can't afford a Sundowner toy hauler.
I know.
Those are nice.
Nate's sitting over there like Scrooge McDuck in his vault, sitting on top of all of his gold coins and shit. You know.
So growing
no,
up
that's
with
not
a father,
that's not true, Taylor. Taylor, we could find a way to afford it. Our wives will not let us get away with it.
That's true. So growing up with my dad being a contractor, building houses, I learned a good trade from him. So my dad was the framer, you know. I was always the guy that stayed behind and did the plumbing, electrical, and the trim work. So I got a killer setup at home in my wife's boutique. She refinishes furniture, you know, and I moved my wood shop there. I mean, I got a killer wood shop, and I could build almost anything, cabinets and shit like that. So my thought was maybe buy a moving van or something that's got a low profile, that it ain't so hard, you know, not a big incline on a ramp to haul, you know, vehicles and stuff. So that's my goal. That's my ultimate toy hauler. That's what I want to work on.
I've seen some badass ones where people have taken like U-Hauls or the low profile Penske trucks and done that. Yeah. I saw one where they actually put a ramp on the back of it instead of having the roll-up door, but the ramp was on hydraulics. So the ramp actually, you could lift it up to where it would be level. And then they had a screen they put on it. So it turned, when they weren't using it as a ramp, it turned into a screen porch off the back.
Yeah. Like a regular toy hauler. A lot of regular toy haulers are set up that way, like campers.
Yeah, but they did it with an old U-Haul, I think it was. It was pretty badass.
Hell yeah.
I want to get me one of those fully loaded ass Sprinter vans, like the extra length ones, and then get me like a small pinto hitch camper to pull behind that shit, dude. That's what I want, bro. Like I've seen some of those fucking decked out Sprinter vans, dude, cost like $100,000 or whatever. But man, if I was gonna have a toy and a toy hauler or something to play in and travel around and do fun shit, that's what I'd want, bro. Is one of those fucking Sprinter vans, man.
Oh yeah.
Well, the reason for the big toy hauler is because you know, we go to all these truck shows, and they're, you know, just like that bar that was there, at Mobile Bar. I want a place where everybody can congregate, you know, and have a good time, have a few drinks, you know, and hang out. So that's my reason for having a big toy hauler like that.
I need to get with Tex so he can hook us up with that guy. That guy's name is Brandon. That owned that bar, dude. Super fucking cool guy, man. He was really cool. We're gonna try to get him on the show because I guess he like builds trucks and stuff too and shit. So he'd be an interesting person to fucking have. But that thing was ridiculous, man. The way that he had it set up was, I don't know, man. It really was like kind of like a speakeasy dive bar kind of style, man. You know what I mean? Like that thing was fucking super cool.
Imagine that thing with slide outs on it, though.
Yeah, right, dude. Yeah,
That's
man.
what I'm talking about right there.
A slide out though that would turn into like an open air patio, Taylor.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, bro.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm talking about. So that
yeah,
trailer I
dude.
was looking at on Marketplace had slide outs on both sides.
Yeah.
Imagine having something like that there set up, and where you can have a bar in it and living quarters, couches instead of chairs like that, where people are comfortable.
No, you have not missed your public apology yet. I have to give a public apology to my wife before we get off the show.
Give it to her now.
All right. Well, so here's
No, wait a minute. We want you down on your knees and beg her for her forgiveness while we see her.
Jesus,
too.
what did you do?
Hey, I fucked up. I will not lie, bro. And I'm usually really good about these things. That's super fucked up. But sometimes you just get wrapped up in your excitement. So I made a lunch date with Philip from Hammer on April the 15th. Bro, hey, I'm gonna get so many comments, man. I know I'm gonna get so many DMs. April the 15th is mine and my wife's anniversary.
Oh,
I bet you're gonna
I'm
forget.
tweeting about this right now. You're fixing to get some hate, man.
The funny thing is, I'm gonna look up what April the 15th is. Oh fuck, it's her off day too. Shit. I was about to say, dude, hey, I was about to say if it's like Tuesday or Wednesday, she fucking works anyway. But no, it's her off day. Fuck me running, man.
Hit your knees and apologize now.
I know. Dude. Hey, I'll be apologizing once I start seeing the debits from my bank account. Oh man, sometimes you don't think about that, dude. We've been together. I don't know. I ain't make the excuse. We've been together so fucking long. Like I don't know.
Do you remember how long you've been together?
Yeah, 23 years. Because our son is 22. I got my wife pregnant when we were together. After 3 months, she was 15. I was 16. We had our son when she was 16. I was 17. So yeah, dude, 23 years, man. 23 years.
Damn, you started young.
I did, bro. I only have a 17-year-old left, and man, my wife and I just do whatever the fuck we want. We don't.
Dude, I got 2 17-year-olds and a 14-year-old. We got the Freedom Day on the calendar.
Yeah, dude.
It's like the code on the door is going to change. Good luck finding us.
Bro, that's what I've been trying to tell my wife this. Like, I'm like, babe, once we get them all out of the house, we're selling the fucking house. We're buying like a badass coach like TJ has.
That's our plan.
Dude, we're just traveling the country. Like,
Yep.
you know what I mean? Like, hey, don't call me. I'll call you. Don't come see me. I'll come see you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My little girl's 32 and my son's 18.
Yeah, my wife tells her daughters, be careful what club you go to, because you might run into us misbehaving.
My wife and I aren't going out people, but dude, I don't know. Man, the thing I look forward to is like I just said, dude. My wife and I, we were together just a few months, man, before she got pregnant. We've been parents and had responsibilities since we were fucking teenagers. You know what I mean? How many teenagers?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, dude, like we never got to live our teenage years in our 20s, and so we're gonna fucking do that in our 40s. Not that we're gonna go crazy and shit, but it's like, all the things.
Fuck you! I'm going crazy. You're out your mind. I'm gonna have, unlike the people in their 20s, we will have the money to really fuck up. It's gonna be a good time.
I would go crazy, but like my wife won't let me go crazy because she's not as crazy as I am. I'm an unhinged son of a bitch when you tell me I can have fun. Like I'm a go all out, dude. Like I just am. Like let's just do this thing. There's no rules. Let's have fun. But no, man.
Oh, I got a preview. I thought my wife was like you were describing yours, and we went to it was one of those stupid destination weddings, but it was an adults only, all-inclusive resort.
Yeah.
I think I got a preview of what life will be like with no kids in the house.
Dude, hey, honestly,
I'm gonna need to start working out.
One of the first things one of the things that my wife and I want to do when we're completely free is she works for a cruise line. and it's a higher end cruise line. But like she gets crazy deep fucking discounts, dude. I mean, crazy shit. And the cruise line is worldwide. You know what I mean? So that's honestly what I want to do is I want to like abuse her privileges and just take cruises to all these crazy fucking places in the world. And
I'm
shit.
glad you finished that sentence. I was getting bad thoughts.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob, I don't want to crush your dreams or nothing, but just because they're 18.
Oh, I know.
It
But
doesn't mean they go away, man. They get more demanding.
I know.
No. You change the locks, Taylor. You change the locks.
Hey, here's my thing though. When you turn 18, I'm no longer responsible for your ass legally. It's not that I'm not saying you're gonna go away, but it's like whatever stupid shit that you fucking do, the cops aren't gonna come asking me to be held responsible for you. That's on you. Like that's all I'm concerned about. I just want to be rid of legal responsibility of you.
So you're talking about your anniversary, right? So me and my wife got married close to my son's birthday, so we would remember the anniversary date because we both suck at dates. So our anniversary fell on a Friday. That Monday morning, I called her up and I said, "Babe," I said, Austin's birthday was yesterday. I said, "Isn't today our anniversary?" She's like, "I don't know." She's worse than me. So come to find out, it was Monday morning. My son's birthday was Sunday, and I was thinking it was the day after, and it was actually 2 days before. So our anniversary was actually on Friday, and we both missed it.
we did kind of the same thing, man. So we officially started dating on April 15th, and when we got married, I mean, we actually had to rush our wedding because I was going into the army, and we had to hurry up and get fucking married. And I was like, "Babe, well, what day do you want to get married?" She's like, "Oh, let's just keep it simple and make it April 15th." But talking about close to our son's birthday, so it's not as close as yours, but our anniversary is April 15th, and then our son's birthday, our oldest, is exactly 2 weeks later on April 29th. So like I'm with you. We just kept it simple, man. We're like, fuck, April 15th, that's the day we started dating. Let's just do that. So yeah.
So you know it would be an interesting podcast if all of our wives were in a podcast or they're by themselves. I'd like to be a fly on the wall and just listen to what they had to say.
God, no, that's not safe. No.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Anil there. No, absolutely fucking not.
Hey, check out my freight broker coffee cup, man. You like it? The dealership gave it to me with the $400 oil change.
Heck yeah.
That is a $399 cup right there, Anil. You saved
no
money,
shit.
So one of our competitors gave me a nice coffee cup, so I took it. It actually keeps my coffee longer than the cheap plastic Pilot cups.
I will tell you, I don't know if I think Hunter got one, but I got a coffee cup it is my favorite. It's from E-Carrier Check. And it's one of those, it's a steel coffee cup with a lid. Dude, it'll keep that fucking coffee hot for like 2 hours, bro. Like, it's fucking crazy. That is my new favorite coffee cup right there, man.
Yeah, we bought all the drivers Yetis, I think last year for their anniversaries.
Yeah.
And then we fired one, so I got one too. I do like that cup.
I use Steve. Steve, your cup's fucking good too, bro. Like it is. I don't know if you know this, and I don't know if you purposely did this, but it perfectly fits a 12-ounce beer with foam. Just want you to know that. I just want you to know that. You're on mute, Steve. You're on mute.
I said I didn't do it on purpose, but I did notice it when I got the first one.
Yeah. I just want you to know it perfectly holds a 12-ounce beer with the foam head. Yes.
Hey, Hunter, is there a way to turn the cameras around on here, like use the front camera?
I don't know. I've only used my phone like a couple times.
I don't think so. So someone else tried it.
You might have to like back out and then change it, and then come back in.
Yeah, I don't know if you can though. Yeah,
I was gonna show you something that reminded me a minute ago. So that setup you have That setup you have at your house.
Yeah.
Holy shitskis.
So I have like a setup here with the PC, receipt printer 1, receipt printer 2, regular printer, XP computer. I got a regular computer. I got a mixer board. Got the mic stand here.
Where's your credit card machine?
It's on my phone.
Yeah, Taylor says when he goes to the shipper, he's like, I accept Visa, MasterCard, Venmo, Zelle, and cash.
Nah,
Then I
man.
run the old school Lisa's mixer board.
So you do recording in the cab?
Oh yeah, full studio.
That's fucking.
So I used to do a radio show, and I used to do my radio show from the truck. Oh yeah, my latest edition. Let's see, my T-Mobile wireless internet.
Oh shit! Damn.
Yeah.
Bro, I would hate to see the fucking inverter that you have. Like
I got 3,000 water.
I bet you do.
You know what though? You know what? Every bit of this will run on a 500 watt inverter.
I believe it, bro.
I literally can plug it in a cigarette lighter and run everything I got here because there's no wattage on this stuff. No.
Dude, I love that. I want to touch on inverters, man. I got in trouble at every single company that I worked at for my inverter. And it was because, like, oh, when you get with a company, they know you want an inverter. They're like, oh, we'll install it. And I'm like, I'm not sitting in the shop for a fucking day for you to run 2 freaking wires. And so I used to drill, I would drill through the bottom of that bunk and run them wires, put a rubber grommet there so it didn't have any air coming through. And every time I got in trouble, you're supposed to come to the shop for this. Yeah, I do know that, but I did a better job and I did it in 30 minutes.
So you know what the cheapest way to hook them up is for me?
Huh.
Is now mine, I actually used a faceplate and mounted it. So I just turn it on up here. But it's actually mounted in my blower cabinet down here on the floor. Right to the floor. And I use jumper cables, man. I cut the ends off.
That's what I did too, man, because they're the only, like, the gauge is big enough to handle that type of wattage, man.
If you get a good set.
Yeah, dude, I was just about to say, you can't get the ones for cars. You got to get the heavy duty jumper cables for like farm equipment and marine shit.
Exactly. Amazingly, they're only $18 on Amazon.
Dude, I think
the heavy gauge, like 20-foot long jumper cables. Dude, what the hell? All this traffic for the eclipse? This is freaking stupid.
And I even because I ran reefer, and so I always kept well, as a driver you should always keep jumper cables, but I had another pair of jumper cables, and when I would stop, for all of you out there watching, if you're a reefer driver and you don't know this, I'm about to drop some knowledge on you. So when I would stop, I would go and hook my jumper cables up to my reefer and then drop them down to my battery terminals that sit on the chassis and shit. And I would just use the reefer, dude. You can even put it on start stop. And I would run like all of my electronics in my fucking truck from the reefer, man. And that's how I got my fuel bonus. That's how I got my fuel bonus, dude.
Yeah, we supply those jumper cables on every truck because I'll be goddamned if I'm paying for a jump start when you got a freaking, little engine behind you.
Bro, I agree, dude. Like that was one of the things my trainer taught me and shit, man. He's like, dude, there are a lot of pluses to having a reefer, man. He's like, dude, your truck ever dies, because I was one of those people, I didn't idle, even if it was cold. Like I used a bunk heater and I had electric blankets. And like, again, I was about my fuel bonus. Like, bitch, give me my $200 extra on my paycheck every week. So I utilized the reefer like it was nobody's business, man. Them freaking reefers have a lot of bonuses to them, brother. I'll tell you.
So I got electric set up on my truck. I got electric air conditioner and S-bar heat. Shit, I love it.
Do you
I
do you
never
have a
idle.
do you have an APU, Taylor?
That's what it is. It's an API. It's
Oh,
got 4 batteries,
no
AGM
shit.
batteries, and it runs the air conditioner, a separate air conditioner unit that I
Huh?
control from the back of the sleeper here, and then I
How
use the same control for my S-bar heater.
how does it charge itself? Does it charge itself like the other batteries off the alternator and shit while you're driving?
Yeah, while I'm driving, it'll charge.
It's actually
But
got
it'll
a
last.
higher capacity inverter, or a higher
Yeah,
capacity. What do you call it?
Alternator?
There's, yeah, they're super
yeah,
expensive. They're like $800 or $1,000 for the alternator, and then there's
1200.
Yeah, I know what they
uh,
are. I used to know a guy who was into he did like custom sound competitions and shit, dude, and he ran like 7,500 watts, which isn't really a lot if you know some other custom sound people. But he ran 7,500 watts through his subsystem, and he had an alternator. I swear that thing was bigger than my fucking head, bro. It was
Yeah,
crazy freaking massive, man.
I got a high capacity
these things suck when they go
alternator
out on the road.
and I run a high capacity alternator and a air compressor because I use my air compressor to fill up my tanks with air.
Dude, hey, that's another thing I had. Do y'all have, or I don't even know if they still make them. I would assume they do, but I used to have the fucking extension that you could hook up to your glad hand, and it was an airline. You could like air up your tires and do all
Yeah.
this other
Oh yeah, I
stuff.
got one in my truck. Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we stick one of those in all our trucks too. It's like
yeah.
standard equipment.
Bro,
Best
in my
30
mind.
bucks you ever spend.
you know what, Anil? That's only standard equipment for like veteran drivers, though, bro. A lot of these new guys are about like roadside and shit, man. And even though I was a company driver, it wasn't about me saving the company money. It was
Same
about me,
time.
yes, not being fucking down, dude.
Yeah.
I even
You
carried
know,
tire plugs.
oh no, I get it. I've had to teach drivers how to install headlights.
Yeah,
I thought this was like common sense, and I had a $500 repair bill because the driver didn't like secure the headlight correctly, and it melted the mounting for it.
man. When I was a driver, man. I always say my trainer. I was just fortunate enough to have a really good trainer. But he gave me a list of everything I need to keep in my truck, and it was a tool kit. You know, full sockets, wrenches, hammers, ball peen hammer, all of that stuff. An extensive fuse kit, like not one of these cheap ones from Walmart. I mean, one with big fuses, small fuses, relays, everything. I kept headlights. I had 2 fire extinguishers. I had jumper cables. I had the airline hookup. Dude, I even kept bottles of alcohol in case in case my brakes froze on my trailer. I could pour alcohol in the fucking airlines and circulate it through the stuff, dude. Like, I never
Yeah,
got fucking got
just
set on the
just
road with
because
a
I'm a cheap bastard, every one of my trucks has a kit similar to that,
yeah,
minus the
Yeah,
tools.
man.
mine too.
It saves so much, man. Extra bulbs and all that stuff, man. And I even had extra airlines. Like I would get airline kits. Like, dude, you don't know how many times I have heard about someone going to a truck stop and replacing fucking airlines or a pigtail. It's like, dude, you know they sell those in the truck stop for like $100 fucking bucks, right? Or you can just buy you like 2 or 3 of them on Amazon and keep it in your fucking truck, and you just
They
go out there.
they got a kit on Amazon that comes with glad hands, handles, a spring, the 3-in-1 with the wrap for like $99.
Bro, and what about grommets, dude? Like I had so many,
25 cents. I mean,
yeah,
they're
bro, grommets. Like so many people didn't understand about grommet. I got an air leak. I think something's wrong with my shit. Bro, go out there and check your fucking grommet. See if that shit's dry rotted. You know what I mean? Like,
shit. And you
So,
know those things are like $4 a piece at the truck stop, or a little
I
plastic
believe
grommet.
it. I
like
believe it.
anything Terry needs for his truck, I'll cover. You know, if it makes him happy. If he wants a dash cam, I'll buy him a fucking dash cam. If he wants a GPS, I'll buy him a GPS.
I
Because
never
a
used
happy
GPS.
driver, huh?
I never used the GPS. Not one
Do
day.
you
And I'm
do
gonna
you
get him
leave
a
extra lotion in the truck?
no, but I am gonna get him a nice inverter. We're gonna get him a nice inverter and wire it in. So in my truck, you probably won't be able to see this, but I built these are my cabinet doors I built. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yeah, we see it. Those are nice, dude. I love that fucking router work, bro. That's sweet.
Yeah. And I got them down here too. Trying to
that's
figure. And then I made it to where my drawers pull out.
Oh,
Anyway, wait a minute. There we go.
What do you drive, Taylor? I mean, I'm sure you've said it before. What are you in? I know you're in a Peterbilt, but what are you in?
579.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, actually, I built the custom. And then on the back here, I put a shelf, but I screwed it to the back of the wall. Now, the cool thing is, the wall is actually a board that I covered with the same interior vinyl.
Yeah.
And I screwed it to the back of the shelf, so it's not actually touching the back of the wall. So when I screwed the shelf in, it looks like factory. It looks like I screwed it to the wall, but it looks factory.
Badass, dude. I follow this two different companies on TikTok, man, where they build like custom sleepers and shit. And dude, the stuff they do is crazy freaking cool, man.
And then I put wood tops on my cap on all my bottoms here, or my tops. I put an inch thick wood top on top and bottom.
That's nuts, dude. I never did any of that stuff because like I said I was a company driver, but I mean, I don't know. I still pimped all my stuff out. Like I used to have like lights in my cab and all that shit. I had so much pride in my truck as a company driver. I don't even know if drivers do this anymore, but I used to fucking paint the lettering on my fucking tires.
Yeah, I've done it a time or two.
I did when I was with Night Refrigerated. I outlined it in white. And then the centers were in like purple, which was Night Refrigerated's color, dude. Like I took so much pride in my shit, man. So much pride.
So my last truck, I got a bunch of hardwood, walnut and maple, and I routed it, or I planed it down, and then I made a hardwood floor out of walnut and maple, put in my truck. I ain't done this one yet. I might do it.
That's badass, dude. The sweetest truck I ever saw that was customized, like not crazy, was was the first generation International Lone Star. And again, I don't know if they still do this, but when they came out with the first gen, they were fully customizable. And I'll never forget where I saw this truck at. It was at the Petro in San Antonio off 410. And I parked next to the guy, the Lone Stars. Like I said, they just came out, new thing. Everybody fucking was hounding over them. But this guy had marble floors put in his truck by International, had like teak wood freaking cabinets, just crazy shit. And when I asked him, I said, man, I was like, where'd you get this done? He's like, oh, dude, International did it. He's like, these trucks are fully customizable. He showed me a picture of a buddy of his who got his done in a 70s theme, and International put shag carpeting in his fucking International Lone Star, dude. It was so fucking cool, man.
So, starting out building furniture and stuff like that, I thought it would be so hard. And to be honest with you, I really learned how to build like cabinets by taking cabinets apart and seeing how they're made. And I'm thinking, well, shit. My first set of custom cabinets I bought for a house I built were like $15,000 back in 2005, and there wasn't that many of them. And I was like, wow, that's expensive. And then I realized when I started making them myself, they're a little time consuming, but not $15,000 worth. I'll make my own from now on. But they're not that hard to customize these trucks, especially Peterbilts with flat floors. You can literally make panels and cover them with vinyl. You know what I'm saying, or carpet.
I never got the chance to, but I know what you're talking about, man. I do, I'm not amazing at it, but I do some woodworking and stuff. And I tried building some drawers for us, and even though I knew how to do it, I just didn't have the right tools to do like a proper dovetail. And like you're right, man. Like some of that stuff, it is true artisan work, and I'm not talking about that bullshit MDF multidimensional fiberboard crap. You know what I mean? It is really artisan level craftsmanship, man, to go into some of the cabinet stuff. We got a place here in town called the Knot Hole, and that's all they do is custom stuff, man. And they put out some crazy shit for like multi-million-dollar houses, and some of their cabinetry costs, you know, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 for the shit they
Dude,
build. It's absolutely nuts.
$50,000 in cabinets in today's world ain't that big a deal. I mean, that's standard anymore for a big house.
I take your word for it. I can't move and go into my kitchen, but we just have the builder grade cabinets. But man, we sanded them down and repainted them ourselves and put hardware on them. We're about to redo them though. Like the paint's kind of wearing off. We just got this cabinet paint and it just not sticking well. But we're about to redo ours. I'm going to redo our countertops, man. Like fucking, you go to IKEA and buy good quality countertops for a couple $100. And most people don't know, dude, a countertop is just a few nails. You just get into your cabinets, man, and just start hitting that shit up. That countertop will come right off, man.
If you put a damn nail in my countertop, I will fire you. But look, dude, let me tell you something. Countertops are like overrated. I shit you not. If 2x4s from Lowe's were made out of something other than pine, I can square them off on the edges and butt them to, tongue and groove them together where you can't see and make it basically a wide plank of wood, and I could build a hell of a set of, and on instead of 45 of them, I can dovetail them together and make them just look badass on a 45.
If I had to
for $100.
If I had to choose like what I wanted for like cabinet or countertops, I would get like natural wood plank, like a solid piece of wood cut out of like a 4-foot fucking trunk where you could see the grain. I wouldn't even router the edges. I would leave it natural, and that's what I would use, man. But my wife, her big thing right now is she wants an island for our kitchen, and she found on TikTok, this new fad is going to Lowe's or Home Depot and buying the rolling tool chest. You know what I mean, dude? For like $600, bro. And yeah, dude, they come with like butcher block tops on them, dude. Like, yeah, that's what she wants. She wants one of those.
So in my house, if I decide not to go RV and build and buy another house, my kitchen island, the top is, I seen it on Facebook. The fucking whole countertop is going to have shocks on it, and it's going to lift up. The end of it's a little door, and it's going to go downstairs. That's where my hideaway stairs will be.
I've seen those, dude. I've seen those. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I'm going to put drawers in my back of my stairs. The kick plates on the stairs are going to be drawers that pull out.
Yeah.
That's so easy to do, man. It's so easy to do. It ain't even funny.
And what I want is a secret door behind a bookshelf. That's that's on my wish list. I want a secret room.
I've got a cousin that owns like a shit ton of businesses, car washes, restaurants, and they've got a bookshelf that literally rolls back, and then inside that is the camera system and the command center for all the businesses where you can literally sit there, and it's just like 50 damn screens where you can just sit there, but you wouldn't know what's back there because it just looks like a bookshelf.
Yeah. I want to do a gun safe like that, or a gun room.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's right now I'm kind of focused on growing my business. And I was 51 years old before I started this. But I've been an owner operator since 05 or 2015. And I've been with this company for 14 years. And just last month or 2 months ago, I realized that I can lease purchase trucks through them and put drivers in them. I didn't know I could do that. So I started buying these trucks off. I bought a truck off of them. That's the third one I bought. My other two are paid for now. And so in another month or so, I'm going to buy another one. And I hope to have about 7. And then come off the road and have a little extra money to be able to do shit like this. But when I'm home for 5 or 6 days, I don't want to work and do nothing.
Yeah.
I get lazy.
I say that all the time, man. Like I worked for corporate America for 25 years. We just started doing this about 3 years ago, and I said, man, if I had known what I know now and started this when I was younger.
Yeah. What's fascinating, is I see these young kids out, and I call them kids. They're grown men. But I see these young kids like Hunter. I see Evan. These young, I don't know about Hunter, but like Evan is a millionaire, and he's not even 30 years old. A self-made millionaire at 32 years old. Man, you know what? There is no way in hell there was any chance in hell for me to be a self-made millionaire at 32. But these kids are smart, man. These young kids starting these tech businesses and selling them online. I mean, just these online businesses. Really, no capital.
Dude,
No inventory.
Taylor, I don't know if you saw the show yesterday, but we had Tim Higgum. He's the founder of Ascend TMS, and we were talking to him about his background and his journey and stuff into building a TMS. And he told us that one of the first businesses that he grew and sold was a system that he built towards the beginning of when the internet started blowing up in the late 90s, early 2000s. And he ended up selling that shit for $28 million in
Ain't that crazy?
In like his late 20s. It's like, it was just because he saw what the internet was going to be and saw an industry that wasn't caught up yet. And he was like, oh man, it took me no time. He's like, I just saw the problem and figured it out. It's like, holy fuck, man. Like,
hey,
he made it sound so simple.
You know what I'm going to do if I sold the business for $28 million?
Retire. I would do.
He gone.
I would. That's the same way. I'd be gone.
That'll be me right there.
You would never.
Here's a replay in slow motion.
I would buy me like a couple of 1,000 acres in the middle of fucking nowhere and be completely off the grid. And yeah, I would just be by myself. Well, not by myself, with my wife and kids, but build me a compound. Like I would be completely away from every other human being I could find.
That's what I'll finish up.
Hold on one second,
I'd be
guys.
a fucking gypsy. I'd be traveling the world, visiting everywhere I wanted to see. I mean, which is my retirement goal. But
so y'all, hey, to get back on those cabinet things, man. My next venture is I want to build floating beds, but I'm going to build them to where they have storage spaces underneath them for like bug out bags and pews and all this other stuff. That's my next venture, man, is to do something like that. I can't build a hideaway room because I don't have space.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right, brother. But yeah, that guy Tim last night was freaking cool. When he was telling us that shit, I was like, dude, that's absolutely freaking nuts, man. It's absolutely nuts.
well, I'm hoping my brother kicks me back into our inheritance, but I think there's 10 or 12 million dollars there.
I don't know what my inheritance is. My siblings and I have gone back and forth for quite some time about our dad's net worth, and we don't know. He could be poor as poor can fucking be, but he could be rich as rich can fucking be. We're not really sure because he's an extremely closed off person with everything. So I don't know what my inheritance would be. Hey, I told my dad, as long as I get some of your cars, I'm fucking good. Like, you can give all the money to everybody else. I'll take your cars, because my dad only buys, like, he only gets, he has like 3 cars at a time. He has a regular car, a weekend car, and then a fun car. Right now, his fun car is a 96 Porsche Carrera Targa, which is very rare in the United States. And I'm like, yeah, give the rest of them the fucking money. I'll take that car, hold that bitch for about 10, 15 years, sell that shit on Meekum. Like, I'll have more money than all those motherfuckers.
My dad's got land in India and America, and he's got businesses on both sides of the country, and then leftover wealth. But I was written out of the will and disinherited. So
yeah, I don't know. My dad, he's got like real estate and stuff too and stuff. Man, he's just a smart guy, man. I don't know if anyone knows what Mensa is. I don't even know if Mensa is a thing anymore. But
it's a high IQ club. You have to be over like 160 to get a membership.
My dad used to be the head of the Central Texas Mensa chapter, but he got out of it. He's like, basically saying, man, like, people at that level, they're just different kinds of folks, and they weren't his kinds of folks. But yeah, that'll tell you how fucking smart he is. That he used to be a fucking member of Mensa.
Yeah, they're not very good at socializing people in that group.
Yeah,
normally.
1,000%, yeah.
I never heard of that, but I don't know why I never got invited to it.
It's like Anil said, like literally, like it's like Einstein level IQs. I mean,
That
like,
explains why I didn't get the invite then.
yeah, I mean it really
Yeah,
is.
and they tend to advertise what their number is. I know
Yeah.
my mother does. It annoys the fuck out of everyone.
Yeah,
But
it is. Yeah, it's for like crazy fucking smart people, man. It's kind of like I wouldn't go as far as the Illuminati, but kind of like a Masonic thing. Like they're ultra secretive, and it's a very elite club. And I mean, there's people in that shit that you wouldn't think that are in it. Politicians and CEOs and founders of companies and all kinds of stuff.
surprisingly, though, there is as many people at that level that are unsuccessful as successful because they can't focus and they're just
You're
not good
right.
at applying it.
Dude, you're right, bro. You're right. I mean, I say you're right, but my assumption and knowledge of people at that intelligence level, I know that you're fucking right. Dude, I've known some folks that like baffle me with the level of intelligence they have, and I'm like, dude, like, why do you live the way you fucking live? Like, you could be a fucking rocket scientist, man. Like, why are you living like this?
Yeah, they normally can't apply it, or their follow through's not there. It's like they know like in space what the concept is, but to apply it in the real world and monetize it is absolutely beyond them. But
only way I'm smart is in useful fucking knowledge. You asked me what the
You mean
square
useless?
Yeah, useless. That's I don't know.
dude,
What I said.
that is how I got my wife to marry me. We were dating, and like for 6 months, I sounded super interesting because I had like a really cool fact to discuss, like something different every time we met. And then she realized I was part of a Facebook group that was like useless information or useless facts or something. And she found it and she's like, wait, that's every one of our fucking dates. She's like, you're a moron.
Hey, she got to give you a little credit for creativity, I mean, at least you're not being a boring fuck.
Yeah, I thought I put in quite the effort. She didn't quite see it that way.
I mean,
She's still
honestly,
pissed about
smart.
it.
You're a smart guy for, going that extra effort. Using the technology.
Yeah, I obviously wasn't smart enough to hide the group on a fake account, though.
You wanna know what the square root of 52 is? Don't fucking ask me. But if you want to know when the Corvette came out or how many Model A's were built, I'm your guy. You know what I mean? Like, I can tell you all kinds of useless shit, but don't ask me to tell you anything that's useful in the real world.
I mean, to somebody, it's useful in the real world.
It's useful to me, bro. It's useful as
One
shit.
man's trash is another man's treasure,
That's exactly the way I see it.
Are you talking about my ex-wife again?
Oh, fucking God.
We're always talking about your ex-wife. That's the only reason we created the show.
That's it.
To subliminally talk about your ex-wife.
Hey, why not?
Dude, motherfucking Taylor has God, dude, you got one of those I can't remember what they call it, but the extra long fucking shifters, dude. Like he's got that.
Dude,
oh my God, I had one of those broken half.
It is one of the microphones.
Oh, that's so sick. That is so sick, bro. Oh, that's so
They do
sick,
pay him
man.
too much.
Dude, I'm gonna send you a custom one of those with the lounge colors on it, just so you can.
That's so fucking cool.
That
Dude,
is fucking awesome.
I tell you, I remember when I was a driver, man, seeing like owner operators cruising down the highway and their fucking long noses sitting on the floor, and they got this fucking shifter that's like up by their head. You know what I mean? It's like fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's big
time. Do you sit on the floor, Taylor? No, I couldn't either.
No.
I don't know how people did that shit. Like I was like, bro, like the rides in these things are shitty enough. Like I cannot be sitting on the floor with no air ride underneath my ass. Look at both of them. Look at them driving, delivering freight. Seeing it here live on the Logistics Lounge. 2 truck drivers moving America. However, I have to get off here in a minute. We've been on for 3 hours. Our Thursday shows are usually only supposed to be like an hour and a half, 2 hours, but we brought everyone on and just had a spectacularly good time because it was, truck off Thursday.
Shares your link to the show.
What?
So that's what happens when everybody shares the show, but it's the link to
How many
the show.
people you got on here?
Huh?
How many people you got watching?
281 is what I see.
Holy shit!
I don't know if it's watching. I think it's an accumulative.
I'd have to look at X. I have to look at X how many people watch it. But I want to say, Taylor, that we seriously feel that that you were a part of our breakthrough. Like even on X, we were only getting like double-digit views, and then one show you ended up sharing, and ever since then, like our fucking views have gone well into the double digits.
Sounds like a damn royalty check's coming my way.
Hey, once we get to that monetization, we'll match you on whatever we have to a charity.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, we will.
But nah, man, the algorithm's real. I could say that because even the week we took off from Matt's, like coming back, yeah, I don't know. It got a little cold, but I mean, we're back in business now.
It did, man. I remember you telling me you looked at the analytics and like when we were gone at Matt's and we weren't posting every day and doing our stuff, like the follows and everything kind of sloped. And then when we came back, it like started freaking going right back up.
Well, I mean, people like the consistency though, because if they see you every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they know at this time that we're going to be on, and it's an easy tune in and check out. Cake, it's good stuff. But that week we also went on that Monday, we went on that Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think even that Friday, dude, we probably spent a solid 100 hours on the show.
Yeah.
Outside of like between working on it and being on it, because I think that's when we had like that 7-8 hour show that Friday, and that's when we were just like
had like 1,000 viewers or something, didn't it? Was that
No, that was on a Tuesday.
Oh,
that was on a Tuesday. It was nuts, but yeah, we just kind of went balls to the wall, like let's just ride the wave, and it definitely took a toll, but it worked.
That Tuesday. It started with e-carrier check, which we're going to do a round 3 for that. But it started with e-carrier check coming on our stuff, and their followers started watching, and then Justin popped on, and then somehow Taylor got a hold of the link, and Taylor shared it, and then like the views just started bam, 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 and they went up, and like for real, ever since like Taylor grabbed a hold of it, the views have been up, and Justin told us that it's like all about the algorithm. Like it just takes one time for one person to share it or like it or comment, and it start popping up in other people's feed, and then all the traffic comes to you, and then after that you get thrown right back into the algorithm and shit. So yeah. It's fucking crazy.
So let me know when the good time is, and I'll get my buddy Mark Springer from Shipping Wars to come on and hang out with us for a little bit.
Oh yeah,
that would be great. Hey, you know who else I want to have on, Taylor, is Tony Justice. Like
I got his. Tony's like a brother to me, man. I'll get his. I call him and have him come on sometime.
Dude, he would be cool. Not solely for his music stuff, but like the guy's still driving and shit, man. And just like you, like the way he's able to split up his time between running a truck and then being an artist. Like it's incredible stuff. And Hunter and I obviously got to see him play at Matt's and stuff, dude. And he put on a really good show, man. Really, really good show. And his bus was parked like right next to TJ's. I don't know why we never went over there and said hi, but
yeah, I rode my Harley down to his house the other day.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got to get Mark and Taylor, Mark and Tony on that. That'd be really cool, man. Not for clout.
I'll call Carrie too. Carrie's cool to have on.
You need to, because that was the whole reason that Carrie came to breakfast was was for him to come on the show and shit. I like Kerry. He's freaking
Kerry,
cool.
dude, let me tell you something. I met Kerry about 7 or 8 years ago at a truck show. And of course, that's back when he was like on ice road truckers and stuff. I met Cameron Sturgis from Shipping Wars, Todd Sturgis from Shipping Wars, and Mark Springer. And long story short, Cameron's like my sister. Mark's like a brother to me. I go to Mark's house every year for a week. We hang out up there in Minnesota. He bought a place up there. I go to Cameron's house, hang out with her. We're just good, all good friends. Jacinda would be somebody cool to have on here. I don't know if you know who Jacinda Lady Trucker is.
Yeah, I do. Taylor, anybody that you can beat us regardless of their status level, man, we're all about it, brother. We welcome everyone. You know, everyone's got a place here, and we want everyone to tell their story and do their thing, no matter whether they're small or big or they need to or not. We just want to be a gathering place for all the people in our industry, man, to come and fucking chill.
Well,
I mean, like, look.
The reason why I say that with these guys, Mark's a good man, and Mark loves to see the little man grow, and Mark does everything he can to help people starting out like that by using his name. He used his name to help me some. Tony has, and that's where it's my responsibility to use my following and my name to help people as well. Because somebody helped me. Bill Weaver is the one that helped me the most, probably. In trucking, in the truck shows musically. So because I got all this help, when nobody knew my name, I feel like now that a couple people might know my name, it's my place to introduce them to people like you and people starting out,
So pay it forward.
I would
that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. And then to me, it's like I share on Twitter quite often, follow each other. Let's all connect. Because I don't want to be the guy on here with 60,000 followers while you guys have 2,000. I want to tell my people all about you. So now you have 60,000, I have 60,000, and together our voices are so much louder. And, you got to lead by example. And that's what I keep telling these fucking truckers that start these trucking groups. Stop it. Join. Let's make one and be strong and loud and powerful. And it's just like, I kind of give up on that, because if truckers would just, stop wanting to be Facebook fan. I don't give two shits about the fan, or if there's any kind of popularity contest. I don't give two shits about that. I like playing music. That's what I do. I don't give two shits about the smoke, the lights, the marquee. I don't care none about that. I like playing music, and I've been blessed to be able to play in places that a lot of people don't get to play. So with that being said, if we can somehow convince a lot of these truckers to not want to be Facebook famous and actually do it for the right reasons to make a difference, we can stop all this bullshit.
I'm with you, man. And my favorite thing about the show, honestly, is the networking and the connections. Just like both of you, Taylor, like, man, we just like kind of intermingled through X and through the spaces and stuff. Steve, like, I don't even know how we fell upon Steve. He just started watching the show, and then like we just connected with him and connected with Brian, his brother, and like it just all the people, man. Anil and Tim yesterday, like Tim sent me a message and was like, dude, like I love what you and Hunter have going on. Like your show is great. It's different. Anything I can do to help you guys, let me know. And that's what I like, man, is just the connecting and the networking, because it's like you just said, Taylor. It's like we've all got a voice, whether it be a small level or a large level. But if we can all, conglomerate or come together and spread the same message, about networking and being together and helping each other, paying it forward, all these things, it brings all of the community tighter. And when I mean that, I mean the whole industry, man. Brokers, shippers, carriers, manufacturers, all of these different things, man, brings people together, and people are able to work together, just like Steve. Steve is now doing business with Shoreline Capital. You know what I mean? And now they're rolling out their news channel. And I can't. Is Freight Validate your sponsor for the news, Steve?
Yeah, Freight Validate and Shoreline both are. Yeah.
Look
So-
at it, dude. You know, we're
So the
bringing
problem is,
people together.
Rob, the problem is, everybody looked at this as competition, and I think that's kind of why.
going to say that. Yep.
Yeah, this ain't competition. We're people that love doing the same thing. Why would we fight when we enjoy doing the same thing? You would think that would bring us closer together. But here's the thing. I've learned in the last couple years. I was always against corporate America. I hated corporate America. I still hate corporate America, but I respect the players. I don't like the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a big Freight Waves fan at all. Now, fairly, I didn't know what Freight Waves even was. And when I met Freight Waves and met Craig and some of his followers, I'm like, well, these guys ain't so bad after all. Why did I have such resentment towards them all this time? I think it was just what I was told to do. So when I talk to my old school truckers, you know, and I look back at them now, a lot of them ain't old school because there's no brotherhood. If there was brotherhood, we wouldn't be fighting with each other.
Well, it's
See what
funny
I'm
you
saying?
say that. It's funny you say that too, because it's like, you know, I've always been a person that if I know something, I want everybody that I know to know it if it'll help them, right? And that was one of my struggles when I first got into this line of work. When I first got into this, because everybody's like, well, you can't tell all your secrets to everybody. I'm like, if it can help somebody, why not? I've never been one to be afraid of competition, right? If I lose a customer, I wasn't doing something right. If somebody takes a customer from me, then I don't look at it as, hey, you stole a customer from me. I look at it as, what opportunity did I miss to provide better service to that customer so he wouldn't want to leave, right? But I've never been one to steer away from that. But there's so many people in this industry that you know, if they know something, it's top secret, and they don't want anybody else to know it. And
Steve,
we try to.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say, there's so many people that they don't want to help people. I mean, I started this other business to try to help smaller owner operators that have a tough time, like doing their receivables and stuff, that just can't keep up with invoices. And everybody's like, well, why are you doing that? They're going to be sharing their rates with you. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm not here to try to steal their rates or to steal their customers. It's a service that somebody said that I had to benefit because I know how to do it really good. So I'm offering it to people. If they have a fear of me doing that, then they don't have to be my customer. Like, that's not why I'm doing it, right? I'm doing it to help people out.
And you know, and damn you to hell for trying to make a difference and provide a great service. You know what I'm saying?
There's so many people that
totally
are like that.
So how old are you, Steve?
I'm 45.
Okay, I'm 51. Do you find at 45, go back 20 years, how much have you changed mentally when it comes to the industry?
Oh yeah.
So with that being said, when I see a lot of these younger drivers, I was just like them, hell bent, couldn't tell me nothing because I knew it all, you know. And then when I get into my 50s, I'm like, fuck, I didn't know nothing. You know how far behind I am just now learning that the opportunity that was in my hand from day one, and I didn't realize it, of being a fleet owner for little of nothing and let my drivers pay for it, you know? It's like, if I would have known that at 20, I'd be a freaking multimillionaire right now, and it would be like this.
Yep.
You know,
my dad, who is, I don't know, one of the greatest knowledge droppers that I know. One of the many things that he has told me is, what good is knowledge or wisdom if you do not share it?
Yep.
Like, you know, I mean, what is the point of knowing the fucking secret of the universe if you don't share it with other people so they can enjoy it as well? You know, I mean,
well, it wouldn't be a secret if he shared it though.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, I mean that's just the way
I know.
you know he's been. You know, it's like what good is knowing something if you don't share that with someone else? You know what I mean? You know, the information is valuable. You know what I mean? And the more information you can hold about anything, you know, makes you a more valuable person, and it obviously makes you more intelligent. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I mean, just like me, every stupid little thing that I know, I try to in some way pass to my kids, whether it be, you know, woodworking or building fences or working on cars or money or, you know, my wife, you know, teaches our children how to cook and clean and take care of themselves and budget and do all these things, you know. And it's like, you know, what good is having all that information if you just fucking keep it to yourself? And you're right, Steve, and Taylor, you're right. A lot of people see it as a competitive thing. And it's like, yeah, in a way it is competitive, but like I've said and several other people have said before, you know, it's like, dude, even if you give away your secrets or your formula, it doesn't matter, because what works for you may not exactly work for someone else, but a little bit of what you just gave them as far as knowledge and information may be the key driver that does help them in the long run. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
What I meant to say a minute ago was one thing that I find impressive with you younger generation, you know, Hunter's age. You know, you guys are podcasters. You guys were at mats with other podcasters, and y'all were just like having a time of your lives. There wasn't I never once heard either you two or anybody else ever say my show's better than their show. Never. What I do see is you on their shows and they're on your shows.
Yeah,
the way
the better we all do, the better everybody does.
Yeah.
And it's
But
fun,
as a
dude. I'd rather have
musician-
1,000 friends than 1,000 enemies. Like,
So as a musician growing up in the bar scene, it's always a battle of the bands. And, you know, I was one, they make fun of me they call me the benefit band. Because a lot of times I'd play for free to raise money for charity. And I still get that shit. Where they had to tell everybody who they were. Hell, people paid $5 or $10 to come and see our show. They already knew who I was. I don't need to tell them. I could use that time to sell beer for the business I'm working for, or raise money for a charity, you know, the cause. And that's what I love about this you guys and this new age of people that I've been talking to in the last couple of years with Freightways people, is there's no anger or hostility towards your profession with each other, no egos. And I look at you guys, like the truck parking guys. Who would have thought that two kids and their kids in their 20s could become millionaires by just traveling around the country trying to get other people's to let people park their trucks?
Aren't they so amazing though, Taylor?
They are.
Evan and fucking like his whole team, Hunter, all like they are just the most amazing, fucking down to earth people.
I'm proud to wear their shirt.
Dude, I got it hanging on the back of my chair, dude.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just impressive. You know, the era that I grew up in, everybody was, you know, if I put chicken lights on my bumper, my buddy put chicken lights on his bumper to always outdo me. You know, it's always a competition. But he's got a lot, and to be fair, hell, I did the same thing, you know, growing up. But it took me several years to realize that, hey, slow down, man. And I'm gonna tell you this, and I got to run inside. It's like an old man told me this one time, and I never forgot it. He said, there's an old bull and a young bull sitting on top of the hill looking down over the field, all them cows. Young bull gets excited. He's like, Pappy, let's go down there and fuck one of them cows. And the old bull says, son, let's walk down there and fuck them all. Slow down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know it's kind of vulgar, but the moral of the story is if you slow down and see what's around you, and utilize everything, you know, don't get in a hurry. You get in a hurry, you make mistakes, you miss out on opportunity.
No,
but these young kids, man, they just got it together, man. I'm kind of jealous that so many years have went by. I wish I can go back in time and have that opportunity or thought about it.
I'm with you. I say we're with you, you know, and you talk about Mats and the media passes. It allowed us to interact with people and all these folks that you're not too sure of, like Dooner and Alex Mai, Charles Gracie, Trey Griggs, Nate and Jared from E-Carrier Check, like all these people who've been doing this a while and have good followings, man. Like they've never shunned us or told us to fuck off. Like, it's like, hey, you know, this is what we do that works. Maybe you could do that and it'll help you as well. And he, like Justin Martin, like he has been just an incredible person to us. I mean, it's gave us so much
super guy.
Yeah, dude, and knowledge.
You go in the press room, man. Todd Dills is in there all the time. He's the editor, the main editor at Overdrive Magazine.
Yeah, we
met
talked
him,
all
dude.
them.
He was
Todd's a good man.
Yes, he was so fucking cool. We sat there and talked to them for like 30 minutes. And I can't remember if it was Todd or this other guy that was there. I can't remember his name, but this one guy had Hunter and I fucking dying in the fucking meeting room, dude.
I've been to Todd's house, man. I've been to his house in Nashville. We went out in Nashville one night. I was going to the studio to record my Nashville album, and Todd was with me that night, and took him out. We got shit-faced drunk. Next morning, I go to the studio. I don't have a voice. That's what the whole purpose of my trip was, to record a freaking album. And I get down there and got drunk with Todd in the bars, and we were yelling at each other because we couldn't hear each other for the loud music. And the next morning, I went to the studio to record this album, man. I was like, you can't hardly talk. So we did the tracks for it. But anyway, I'll be back, guys. I got to run a minute.
Right. Well, since
yeah, I'm gonna
Taylor's
run.
Yeah, I gotta run. I gotta run too.
We're
Our
shutting
show's
this down. I'm going over to the X side of life.
I was so supposed to call
Tyler,
Tim.
it's good meeting you, man.
I was so supposed to call Tim Bannon from the Bannon Report like 30 minutes ago. I'm gonna call him. He's probably not gonna fucking talk to me. He's probably out walking his dogs.
Yeah, he's on Pacific time. You'll be all right.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, he told me, he's like, dude, I'm at my desk until 4:30. Call me and let's bullshit. So I know what he was saying is, hey, I will be free working my job until 4:30. So I'm gonna call him and hopefully he's able to talk to. I just want to chop it up with him, man. I talked to him a little bit and whatever. So I just want to see how he's doing. Steve,
straight up,
bro, thank you for coming on, man. Like, we love you. Man, can't wait to chop it up with you, man, and talk about these things going behind the scenes that we have going on that will involve you. I'm super glad that you got hooked up with Shoreline. Clint and them are amazing people. You've already said that. I know you're going to be happy. And whenever you put up a review of Clint on Google, let me know, because part of their ad campaign is I post reviews that people leave on their Google. So let me know, and I will put your review in one of their ad things, dude, and tag you in it and shit, because that'll be good stuff. Good stuff for them, man. So, awesome. Steve, you have anything you want to say before you leave, brother?
No, man, I just appreciate you guys, man. I've learned, like, we haven't been connected that long, but I think I found you through Dal, actually, I think, because I hooked up with him in Tampa. But appreciate everything you guys do, man. I've learned a lot, connected with a lot of great people, and can't wait to see where we can take this thing, man. And, anything you guys need from me or anything I can ever help you guys out with, just hit me up.
Absolutely. Good night, IT Bri.
Appreciate you guys. Hunter, I'll talk to you tomorrow, man.
Yeah, talk to you, Steve.
Later, brother. Brian, we appreciate you, man. Have a good one, Steve.
Later,
brother. Hunter, do you have anything you want to say before we do this final sponsor break and chop out this piece?
Good Thursday show. A little longer than expected, but it's nice just to have the fellas in and shoot the shit as always.
It is, dude. It was truck off Thursday, bro. So that's what it was all about, just trucking off. You know what I'm saying?
I think we succeeded.
We did succeed, bro. 1,000%, man.
Yeah.
And we got some great things coming, man. We still got some more content from Max that we got to put out. Hunter and I've got some things in the works behind the scenes. And as always, we are ever trying to push out evolving and better, more engaging, informative content for all of y'all. We just appreciate everybody tuning in and being lounge lizards. Hunter and mine's whole idea was exactly what you saw tonight, just to be a gathering space and a collective of like-minded people and maybe not like-minded people, to talk about things and hash stuff out, come up with ideas. And the collective is widening. And if you want to be a part of the Logistics Lounge collective, please drop us a DM, send us an email, chilling@thelogisticslounge365.com, and let's talk and let's hang out. Hunter, tomorrow, dude, I am so excited about the show. We have got the fuck his name just escape me. I so know it. We've got the guy who is a CDL instructor at a driving school coming on tomorrow. I'm so excited for that because there's been a lot of talk in the news as of late about a lot of these truck driving schools being involved in scams and not training drivers and all that stuff. So it'd be nice to really talk to an honest one that really is about putting quality drivers out there on the road and takes their job seriously. What do you got to say, Hunter? I can see.
I was about to say his name's Lucas.
Lucas, thank you, bro. I was just talking to him earlier. I'm just freaking.
Yeah, I had to look it up.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, man. I was DMing him earlier, man. Like he's salt of the earth, just chill, blue collar type of folk, man. So really excited to have him on. I know we're going to have some great conversation, and I'm sure some good comments and stuff from people. You know, hopefully be able to bring on some of our driver friends and get them to talk with them as well. Hunter, you got anything else you want to say before we do a Shoreline break?
No. Same as always. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Fuck yeah. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Going to show some love to our sponsor, Shoreline Capital. Absolutely spectacular freaking folks. As y'all heard us talking, Steve that was just on the show, he has now switched his business over to them amongst several others that we have driven over to Shoreline Capital. If you got invoices, you can't wait for those net terms. You need a good factoring partner, someone that cares about you, wants to help you grow your business and learn how money really works. Just know that it is a sure thing with Shoreline. Dude, I so love that video, bro. I'm not just saying that because I like made it, but like, dude, I really think that is more Shoreline level than that last one that I was doing. I really freaking do, bro.
Yeah, I can't wait for the updated version. Dad of 2 version.
Yeah. I know that's right. Brian, have a good one. We're going to be out this mofo. As I always say, chunk the deuces. Mr. Hound, roll that beautiful bean footage.